Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who's been a frequent supporter here for just about every stream ever since finding us many months ago now. Oki's Eden does a lot of live streaming and video making. This creator is bringing us homesteading style content in both videos and live streams. They give us a very thorough process, whether they're cooking and going through a recipe or whether they're giving us our growing process for the different things that they may bring us in the garden or other places. So hopefully everybody will connect with Oki's Eden. They just dropped a super chat before we even got started here, and they've done that kind of thing a million times before already. I certainly do appreciate it. It's absolutely unnecessary, of course, but I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos that they've got here. Looks like a two-part video here where they did one last week, another one just a few days ago. I'm going to put this into a special playlist I have. I call it my catch-up list, and it's a fun name for a playlist I use to keep or get caught up with creators. When you dig through the thumbnails, you get an idea of the mix of indoor and outdoor content. Like I said, they bring us into the kitchen, but they also take us outside, and it's traditional homesteading content, but they'll give us more information on their about section. Gardening, homesteading, and country living can come together on this channel, they say. They've got 3,200 views, 3,500 views on another one of these short videos, which is interesting also, and then live streams. Like I said, I've been able to catch them many times for these live streams. They seem to be doing them even more frequently lately, seeming to be on at least a few times a week. So hopefully everybody will connect with Oki's Eden. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,600 subscribers that we know they're thinking about right now. And thank you everybody for coming in. I got quite a few names on the wheel already. I know I Am Betty J Gathers is in the house. Michael's Adventures, Canadian Family Life, and Just Jason Keto are all on the wheel. Scratch and PPA is about to be added there. Our beloved and dedicated moderators, and I hope everybody will connect with all of them. I promise you I wouldn't be able to do these streams the way they are if it wasn't for their help. Nicole Ray was early in the door today, so thank you for that. I'm just getting you on the wheel with Hala, Nikki Silver Stacker, and Create and Relate. And thank you everybody for coming in so early today. It's been a long time since we've done such an early stream, especially on a Saturday, so I will appreciate all the thumbs up and the shares, of course. And I know we got friends running the stream in the background. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Over the course of the next 3 hours, we're going to put as many channels on the screen as we can. We always get to plenty of them, and I'll talk about the channels and what I know about their content and the creators behind them. Over the course of all that time, I'll add names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation between now and then. And the best advice I can give to anybody spending time in here in these live streams is to make the first move. Reach out to other creators. We're not here for subscribers. We're here to build friendships with people that lead to a lot of benefit in having a strong and solid foundation for our channels. Imagine if you had 100 true friends on YouTube and they were there for pretty much all of what you're going to come up with in the future. We're not talking about watching a couple videos. We're not even talking about a few watch hours here. If somebody wants to swap playlists like we typically do around here, most of us have heard of that, your watch hours will grow. But when you make friends and they start to favor you and they watch your upcoming content, your watch hours start to grow exponentially as you make more and more of those friends. Fairbrick Studios in the house. They're always celebrating milestones for other creators. I saw another amazing post from them today talking about watch hours. Anybody wanting to let them know how close they are to 3,000 or 4,000. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft seems to be everywhere all the time. Sarah Presswood's with us every day. Sandra James Living It is in the house. Handicapped Travelers, a longtime dear friend as well. Simply Debbie Sue and New Times, New Beginnings are all here. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I know Esma Rose Shelton is in the house from the UK as well. We're going to talk about Just Jason Keto, who probably just fell off his chair, being the first channel picked from the wheel today. It's been a while since any of our moderators have been first. They all know what it's like to be first. They all know what it's like to be picked last. But in a 3-hour span, you can imagine, we never know how long it's going to take to come up on the wheel. Just Jason Keto's another fellow Canadian. I've met up with him in real life a few times, actually, and hopefully we'll get another meetup going this summer, maybe invite a few people. We always enjoy talking YouTube, and on his channel, what you're going to find is a lot of healthy eating, healthy living, a little bit of YouTube talk. Basically, he's focused on a proper human diet, or the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. When we look at what he's got on his channel, Jason's got tons of recipes here, literally getting into the hundreds now. And what I really liked about Jason's channel when he first started coming into the Tuber Chat family over 3 years ago, I believe now, was the fact that his recipes are simple, easy, literally both simple and easy. They don't take long, and they don't have more than a handful of ingredients, mostly stuff we already have in our kitchen or pantry. So easy to follow, and he's going to give us healthy alternatives, whether it's a meal or a snack or getting more value out of some of the things we find in a health food or grocery food store. I'm just going to grab one of his latest videos here. I didn't catch the premiere last night, but I'm going to put this into that catch-up playlist that I talk about. And, you know, playlists can be a great tool for keeping caught up or getting caught up with creators. And then Just Jason Keto typically does live streams every Thursday night and premieres every Friday night. So we have that to look forward to every week. And then when we dig through his channel, we see more product reviews, sometimes traditional things like appliances or things we might find in the kitchen, sometimes things related to our YouTube journey, whether it is something like a gimbal or a GoPro camera. He's always thinking about his audience, so he might come up with a holiday series, very different from everything else he does on the channel. Once in a while, he posts random content. He has a lot of guests that he invites to join him as well, both in videos and live streams. We'll see them in another moment. He's got shorts on the channel, and these show us that healthy-looking grilling shorts are doing very well for him. 6,400, 7,400 views, one at 9,300 that still gets views, and one at 23,000, which I've seen. I promise you that one is entertaining and worth 15 seconds for sure. And then live streams on this channel. Like I said, Jason's live usually every Thursday night, 7:30 Eastern. He tries to be there every week as much as possible, and sometimes it's Jason giving us a chance to get to know him, or talking a little bit of YouTube as well. He has a great passion, as all of our moderators do, for helping others in their YouTube journey. And then he's got guests that join him on the channel, a big variety of guests, as a matter of fact, that share their life experiences, trials, tribulations, tips and tricks when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Once in a while, he gets a few other YouTubers together for a homestead hangout style live stream with a StreamYard panel. Panel's the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm talking about. It's like a Zoom meeting, but on YouTube we use StreamYard and a few other things. StreamYard's the most popular. Restream, EVMux, and a few others people are using. But it gives everybody a chance to collaborate together, and collaborating can be one of the greatest ways to grow your channel rapidly with a really strong and solid foundation, because every time you collaborate with another creator in pretty much any way and you're featured on their channel, you're pretty much guaranteed to grab a handful of not just subscribers, but their most supportive supporters, if that makes sense. So let's look at Jason's other channel. It's Just Jason as a handle is something that he set up to post anything that doesn't otherwise fit on the keto-based channel. So he's already got a couple of ideas. Some people familiar with him know he puts out a hummingbird video every year. He'll likely move that over to this channel. He's got a bit of travel-based footage over here to start with, and some of that famous Canadian winter weather. He's only a couple hours away from me. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto, and then his other channel, It's Just Jason. We'd love to put push this one towards its first 100 subscribers. But when we look at his original channel, we know that he is now well beyond 7,000, on the way towards 7,800 right this minute. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I was out yesterday doing some family stuff and unable to really participate online, but I did see a wonderful family photo. One of the things that I find most heartwarming, not just on YouTube, but on any social media platform, is, you know, family togetherness or friends together, people having great experiences. And Backlash Fisherman and his wife, Coastal Water, along with Panda, of course, have been dear friends to us for many years now. But I was happy to see that, all of you together. It's great that you share that kind of thing. I forget if it was on Facebook or Instagram. I think it was Facebook, though. And then High Plains Campers in the house, if I didn't say hello already. Rita Crystal Dragon Rita Crystal Dragon Creations is here. She's a longtime friend, but I'm still tripping over those handles. Let me spin the wheel for a second. I'm going to have to get a channel in queue, but the Feral Grandma came in and gifted a handful of memberships, so we're going to look at that channel right now. Same kind of thing as what we did with Okie Eden at the beginning of the stream. Okie's Eden. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen when those things happen in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And then, I know I'm missing a few more channels in the chat. Handicapped Traveler, Dan, I'm not sure if I said hello. I know you've been here from the beginning, and I'm curious if this must be the week for your live stream. He live streams on the last Friday of every month. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Somebody had you on their channel, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was. And I shared that out the other day. I remember seeing that. I think I was on their channel while you were being interviewed by them, unless it was a video and I'm mistaken. And then Sarah Presswood, I think I said hello already. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Greenland Quilter Katie's here. And we'll get that channel ready to go on the wheel. And then, pardon me while I'm trying to think while I'm typing and copying and pasting and everything else. I did miss some more activity in the chat. Oh, Backlash Fisherman, thank you. I didn't realize you dropped a super chat there, but thank you for that. So we'll put Backlash Fisherman up soon. Nicole Ray GLP1 is coming up shortly. For anybody that knows Daniel Priestley, and I should type the name in the chat. I just saw a video from him. He's an influencer that I follow when it comes to social media or small business things or marketing. And in my opinion, he's great. I've been following him more and more over the last year, let's just say. But he put out a video and he has a little story in there referencing GLP-1 along with fitness. And I know some of our friends will be interested to see that. So I thought I'd mention it for a second. So Greenland Quilter Katie also gifted a membership. We'll put that channel up in a moment. Backlash Fisherman will come right after. Nicole Ray GLP1 came off the wheel, so we'll put that channel up soon. And thank you, Scratch and PPA. Yes, I'm falling behind like I always do, but I managed to catch that one. And then Follow the Bradley's Fun has been out in the parks. What they're talking about is in Florida, right, where it's Disney World and Universal and things like that. So they are getting their steps in, that's for sure. But they do a great job. That's a truly dynamic creator. Fuzzy Adventures is here. Not sure if I said hello. And thank you for that, Scratch and PPA. My love, Kristen Welton, is in the house as well as a beloved and dedicated moderator. So I'll get her on the wheel as well. And I think Betty J. Gathers dropped a highlighted milestone message right before Rita Crystal Dragon Creations as well. And then, yeah, thank you, I am Betty J. Gathers. My dear goodness, not only is she a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but well over 4 years of membership. She's been with us for almost the beginning. We're just here 6 years now. JGP Jr., good to see you in the house. And 40 pounds down, I'm working on 50. There's my... That's my goal right there. I need to go and follow the Bradley's Fun, as a matter of fact, in real life. Maybe that would help. And then the Feral Grandma we're going to talk about right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Mom of Three Boys, good to see you here. Greenland Quilted Katie, anybody can message anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. I might miss some of the stuff while I'm streaming, but anybody can reach out anytime. I'm always happy to talk YouTube. But Greenland Quilter Katie let me know they're actually doing a triple play today, which means I believe it will be her. I'm assuming it's Mona Did What and one other creator doing like live stream after live stream today. So if you want to let me know, Greenland Quilter Katie, what time the first one starts, I might be able to raid in there as well, because we're going to end at 5 p.m. Eastern. Matthews Bushcraft, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then the Feral Grandma's up here on the screen. This is a creator I've recently referred to as the Grill Master. When you dig through some of her content, you'll catch her in the kitchen or on the grill, and you'll see what I'm talking about. She's actually got some shorts for that as well. This creator gives us a great chance to get to know her, and then as well, she's got some information on her About section. And she gives us a history in the idea of the name of the channel as well. Shorts over here have gotten into almost 1,000 views on one, but over 1,000 views on another. I know most people enjoy coffee in the morning. I don't drink as much coffee as most people do here, but I do enjoy it once in a while. The Feral Grandma as well live stream. So they just did one a couple days ago. I don't know how I missed that one. I really don't know how I missed that one unless I was working at the time. But this creator seems to be doing these live streams a couple times a week. So we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That helps us to have the best chance of catching each other's content. And hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these soon. Booby Goats is in the house. Good to see you here. And then... oh, Greenland Quilter Katie is going to be on at 4:30. Okay, so I'm going to get that channel up right now. The Feral Grandma gifted 5 memberships, my dear goodness. So thank you for that. Again, she's done that a million times. I keep saying a million, but you know what I mean. Many times already, and I certainly do appreciate it. I know all the recipients will be happy to have those. And then Greenland Quilter Katie came in and did the same thing, dropped another gifted membership right behind that. She's done that a million times before. And we're going to talk about Greenland Quilter Katie's channel and the live stream she's going to do today in a second. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. We'll look at the live streams first here because, oh, I'm turning all notifications off. We'll look at the live streams first here because I want to make sure I get the one for today, and we're going to raid into that. So if everybody wants to see how to do this, I'll show you a way to set a live redirect, we call it. We say raid when we're going to raid into another channel with our viewership or audience, or however you want to put it, in our live stream after we finish a premiere or stream of our own. So I'm going to copy the URL. You could do this any way you want. You can copy it from the share button here, or you can get it from the URL bar at the top of the browser if you're on a computer, whichever way you like. And then what we're going to do, I'll open another window for this. I'll go into the YouTube studio and show you the live stream from today, and we'll get this live redirect set up. And what will happen is anybody with the autoplay on will automatically be sent into Greenland Quilter Katie's live stream right after this stream ends in about 2.5 hours from now. So I'm doing this kind of quickly, but we get into the YouTube studio, we go over to the content, the live stream that's running right now, and on the customization tab is where you're going to find a few different things you can set up, a couple of new things here recently, and then the redirect is what we're looking for. First, it's going to give you your own upcoming premieres or live streams, or When you click on the other side of the window here, it's right away going to come up with all kinds of premieres, live streams, and things that are actually live right now from other creators. Stephen Wire's on every day, for instance. K-Dog's Kennel is on all the time. Blessed Life Journey is on frequently. But I'm just going to paste the URL in, and that lets me pick the exact live stream I want. I'm going to click save, and that means that automatically anybody with the autoplay on will go over to that live stream right after Tuber Chat today. And then my so-called life is going to be the third channel there. Mona did what's been a long time dear friend here, and of course Greenland Quilter Katie has also. So when we look at this creator's channel, she does live streams all the time, and she's got a grid full of guests hanging out there, crafting and creating and quilting and doing all the things they do. But she also gives us a beautiful look around Greenland, both in the shorts and in a lot of her videos. And some of these have really moved now, but when we get into the videos specifically, we see a podcast she's had going on for as long as I can remember. She might think about doing a different series of videos during the holidays and things like that, and then she gives us more beautiful looks around Greenland. This is the videos I was watching when I first got familiar with the channel. So she's been a friend a long time now. It's getting on 2 years. Hopefully everybody will connect with Greenland Quilter Katie. Obviously an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then Backlash Fisherman, of course, wants to go fishing. But yeah, short garden update, anything at all can be a great idea. Blonde Travel and Gypsy is here. Good to see you in the house. Nikki Silver Stacker, I watched a video from earlier today. I know earlier he said he hasn't been live in a while, but we'll be ready for you when you're going to do one. And then Grant's Faithful GLP1 Journey. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to get you in line. You're going to come up right after Nicole Ray GLP1. So we'll look at two channels, both focused on this. I was mentioning the idea. I just watched a video from Daniel Priestley, who's a social media influencer. And he mentioned a story that you might find interesting about fitness and GLP1. And I just happened to notice that because I'm seeing the term more and more lately. Together We Travel. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everyone's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. Wheats Art is in the house. They're live just about every day as well. And then, yeah, Greenland Quilter Katie. I've built quite a friendship with her. She hangs out on live streams all the time, like meaning she's live frequently with lots of friends over there, and the conversation can go anywhere once they start, like most live streams we see. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Butler Family Farm. So I watched one of your videos this morning, a different one where they've got cattle moving. I hadn't seen that one before, but what a or that kind of thing before exactly. But what a job it seemed to be. Pretty hectic. Butler Family Farm, I'm just curious to know if you're at that meetup, and forgive me for not knowing, but I saw when I was setting up today, I think YouTube Police, right? But Belt Loop 29 is live from a meetup, or was, and I'm just curious if you happen to be there, or if that's something different I just wasn't aware of. And then Backlash Fisherman is up on the screen right now. I talked about this creator earlier because there's a lot of family togetherness here. Now, Backlash Fisherman and his wife Coastal Water have been friends of ours for what I think is 5 years now. It's 4, if not 5. These creators have a lot of family togetherness, and the reason why I keep mentioning it is because the #1 complaint that I've heard on YouTube for the last 9 years is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online willing to do it easily? So I think it makes it that much more extra special when we do find in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube journeys. I'm very lucky. My family supports me in many different ways. Of course, Kristen Welton in the chat even today. I promise you, she gets the bulk of it. She never stops hearing about YouTube. It's morning and night around here. But my family's very supportive, but I know that that is not necessarily common. So I like to put focus on it when I see it. But this is a husband and wife combo. They're on each other's channels all the time, but they do have a couple of different channels. And then Panda's the star of the show over here. But you'll see that as we go through more and more videos. There's Matt. He's a first responder on this channel. It's fishing first. He was talking about wanting to go fishing today, but the weather may not be cooperating. He'll try to drop another video. He's done some unboxing or product review type videos as well. I think I saw him unbox a fishing rod. It might be a while ago. And then he takes us fishing in every way that you can. And then he also has shorts on the channel. These have now gotten into 6,000 views, 9,400 on one, which is great. That might be the fishing rod I'm talking about, or at least the reel. And then live streams on the channel as well. So I haven't been catching Backlash Fisherman lately, but I've caught him a million times before. Sometimes he does things like a hobby hangout, or he'll have guests on a StreamYard panel. Sometimes it's Backlash Fisherman fishing, or giving us a chance to get to know him, or doing a series that him and his wife both do. I'm going to put her channel up in a second here. They do a series of live streams, two different series of live streams actually that they both do. One is called Car Confessionals, or Car Confessions, and what they do is bring us on the road and take us about their day and give us a chance to get to know them while they're heading in between different places. Here's an example right here. They both do that kind of stream. Trying to get some rollovers here and it doesn't want to cooperate, but I've caught them many times before. Like I said, they've been friends for years. You'll find that on Backlash Fisherman's channel as well. But they also do a series of cooking videos, and they tend to do these as live streams. So it's Cooking with Coastal or Cooking with Backlash. And it's wonderful to see that they share those responsibilities in the house and in the kitchen. And then, like I said, Panda's all throughout the channels, especially when we get into the shorts. I think she's over here. When we look at 1,200, 1,400 views on some of these shorts, we see some of that winter weather I love talking about. They've gotten into 2,500, 3,500 on a couple more, and then 10,000 views on one of these, which is great to see. And then lots of videos from Coastal Water, usually cooking videos. So Cooking with Coastal, there's an example right there. But like I said, she does a lot of live streams for those as well. And then they'll take us on an outdoor adventure whenever they can. Jeremy D-Day from Wisconsin, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. He's been a friend of mine for probably 7 years. And then I feel like I'm missing a channel in the chat, but I don't mean to. Then I'm putting the feral grandma to sleep. John the Reseller is in the house. Good to see you here also. And yes, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I think I said hello to Together We Travel. And the source I was talking about you today. I said literally to Kristen Welton this morning, I said basically I gotta look for the source. Where has the source been for a little while? So hopefully Doran's doing well. That's another creator who has sent over tons of friends here, and you'll meet lots of friends when you're on his channel as well. So High Plains Camper still playing with fire in the chat. If you follow his last couple of videos, you're going to understand why I laugh every time I talk about High Plains Camper playing with fire now. And Nicole Ray GLP1 is coming up in a quick second. So thank you again to our Super Chatters and membership gifters. We're going to get to Grant's Faithful GLP1 journey for one of those Super Chats in a second. He actually took over our stream boss position. I'll try to talk about that in another moment. And then, Nikki Silver Stacker is going to talk to us about precious metals. And forgive me, because I know I asked about Belt Loop 29. Oh, Butler Family Farm still working on I'm assuming B-frames have to do with the hives that you got. I had a great learning experience watching one of Butler Family Farms videos the other day when the queen left the hive and then they had to get them back where they're supposed to be. And really interesting because I hadn't seen anything like that before. Oh, and then, no, Butler Family Farm didn't know about that meetup. Yeah, it came as a surprise to me too. So, Terry, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Nicole Ray is a channel I'm just getting to know, but I did watch my first video from this creator earlier today, and we'll talk about her content in a second. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. The source is making me laugh, Cristino and Cavino. Yeah, Nikki Silver Stacker, it's been a bit of a disappointing ride for crypto for a while. Something to keep an eye on, because when the sentiment is at its bottom, not just with crypto but any market, it's telling idea. So I think everybody's expecting this year to be a disaster, and then it's hopefully 3 years of a slow grind up, but we'll see, because I've been disappointed myself in that, but I'm going down with the ship, so it doesn't matter. I'm hanging on for dear life, truly. Jesse Journals and Unboxes, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. She's got something special going on tomorrow. Kristen, I just accidentally knocked you out as a moderator. I didn't mean to do that. My dear goodness. There she goes. It might have dropped, yeah, it dropped the moderator for a second, but it should be right back on. That's just for me missing when I'm copy and pasting here. Native Wildman's in the house for Tea Time Tuesday. Yeah, hopefully, the source. I had a joke with the Stock Explorer saying Doge to the moon, but that hasn't happened yet. He made a special emoji just for that, so it just sits there doing nothing now. And then Nicole Ray, GLP1, just hitting 100 subscribers, which is great, because I wondered if that would happen. I was watching the video earlier today, and I saw it at 99. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's going to happen, because we're going to be on in a couple of hours. She'll likely get her 100, but she's already got it, which is great to know. So Nicole Ray is going to give us stories at least about losing 150 pounds. This is the beginning of what I've seen so far, but I'm just going to grab the latest video so that I can learn more about this creator. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching videos, hanging out in premieres and live streams. I get to know the content, and then anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Nicole Ray. I know it's easier said than done, but whenever we hit a milestone, especially those 100s, we want to keep going if we can. Keep meeting new friends, keep trying to solidify that. You don't want to race, but you do want to get a few more solid connections. Even if you get up to 104, 105, 106, it really locks in that 100, so that if YouTube takes a couple away, you don't have to know what it's like to feel the dip back below that 100 and have to try to get it again, because we've seen that kind of thing many times before. Southern Bell Nola, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another long-time friend. And then Grant's Faithful GLP1 Journey is the next channel we're going to look at. Jane Living Skies Color Creative, good to see you in the house. I know they're in and out of the chat today, but it's good to have you here, so thank you for that. I'm actually running a playlist for them right now. So they have made friends with Hannah Rebecca and Living Large with L Crew. Those two creators are really aggressively trying to gather people together for swapping playlists in the Tuber Chat community. So Jane Living Skies Color Creatives, who I'm running right this second. And playlist swapping could be a great idea for that. So we'll get to Grant's channel in another second. Like I said, he's the stream boss. We'll talk about that when we get back. We're going to go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play a clip from our interview series. These are videos on the Tuber Chat channel that are very informative. I hope everybody will check them out. Let's hear what Two Pineapples has to say about how to get over 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. we've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course. But I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, what I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to I think it was 82 was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start or jump into a conversation like that. Instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. If there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Grant's Faithful GLP-1 journey in a second. I just want to show you something. I don't follow this influencer on this account, but I do follow it on my personal channel. Daniel Priestley is an influencer, but this is a video that any of our friends who are interested in GLP-1, which I'm still learning about, so forgive the way I described that if it's not correct, you know what I mean. But this creator just happens to mention it in this video for a second. They're talking about making money and entrepreneurship and things like that, you know, and it's motivational and everything else. But I thought our friends would be interested to see that. So I just wanted to show you that for a second, because this is I think the second time I've seen a video talking about that kind of thing. Target Prime Rib, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat as well. And then Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey dropped a super chat earlier. They took over our stream boss. That's the video game life meter under my camera here. Every super chat and membership and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for their channel, as you will see. So Grant's held that position before because they've done this kind of thing a million times. I certainly do appreciate that. This creator actually does a bunch of live streaming, but they do a small bit of video gameplay as well. This is quite a short video, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list anyway. That'll keep me right caught up. I've seen a lot of fitness from this creator more than anything else. They've got some shorts on the channel, and these have now gotten into 1,200, 1,500, and 1,600 views. Plenty of information on their about section, so we know what to expect from the channel, and then live stream. So I managed to catch them a few days ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. They seem to be on fairly frequently, several times a week. So we've got notification bells on for every single channel, of course, and then whenever those kinds of things are set up in advance, we have notifications on for premieres and live streams as well. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know Blonde Travel and Gypsy is slipping a membership in there. I'm going to spin the wheel anyway, and then we'll get to Blonde Travel and Gypsy in another second. And I did add Simply Debbie Sue onto the wheel. Hopefully Simply Debbie Sue is still here. I think she usually is for pretty much the whole stream. Nikki Silver Stacker, I'm going to get onto the screen. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Nikki Silver Stacker is going to help us understand precious metals. This creator talks about silver stacking, and precious metals over the last couple of years have had literally the run of a lifetime. I've always been a fan of precious metals. It'll be interesting to see where things go from here, but I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos. This one's a little shorter than what we look for, but it's fine. We're always looking for videos that are 3 minutes or longer, but it's not that there's a right way or wrong way to connect. It's just we've been doing the same thing for 6 years straight now or longer, some of us. So we just keep sticking to the formula because we know it works. You notice when I put channels on the screen, I'm always subscribed. Very, very rare that YouTube takes one of my subscriptions these days. But that's just because I connect in exactly the same way we talk about here when I'm on other channels. So do all of our moderators, by the way, and you'll meet more friends when you're on their channels as well. Jessie Journals and Unboxes, I think I mentioned for a quick second, she's got something special coming up tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I actually said what that was, but she's got a dual premiere, which she does once in a while. She puts out at least one video a week, but when she's got too much content, then she gives us either another premiere on another day or she does 2 in a row. So that's what we can expect from tomorrow. She's still on the wheel, so we'll see her channel in a while. In the meantime, Nikki Silver Stacker, like I said, is going to talk to us about precious metals and finance more than anything else. They've got shorts on their channel, and these have gotten now into 1,700 views and beyond, and then they've gotten into live streams as well. So it's been a few months since they've live streamed, but they might be bringing those back. So we've got notification bells on for every single channel, like I keep saying. So hopefully everybody will connect with Nikki Silver Stacker. They've been with us for at least a couple years. I think it might be 3 years or longer by now. And then Blonde Traveling Gypsies coming up right now. They dropped another gifted membership. Am I right about that, or I might be mistaken about what I'm about to say? I know they gifted a membership again. They've done this like a million times already. I certainly do appreciate it. I know the recipients are always happy to have them. If I look back, I might be able to figure out who got that one. Jen Palazzo, she'll be happy to have that. She's still in the chat. I'm going to get her on the reel right away. That's one of the extra benefits with these gifted memberships. Not that I want to solicit them, you know, that kind of thing is absolutely unnecessary here, but no matter whether which way somebody ends up becoming a member, I put them on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, or as soon as that kind of thing happens. But we're doing well today, and we've still got well beyond 2 hours to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen today, and we'll get to as many as we can, like always. Then we're going to raid into Greenland Quilter Katie's channel. She'll encourage us to continue connecting over there as well. Becky's Vintage and More. Forgive me, I didn't see you come into the chat there, but it's great to have you here with us. And then, yeah, our American friends are celebrating their Memorial Day weekend. We had Victoria Day in Canada last week, so it's not quite on the forefront of my mind, but hopefully everybody's enjoying their long weekend. And then Blonde Traveling Gypsy is up here right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So this channel will bring us a small bit of spiritual inspiration while they bring us the outdoors and many outdoor adventures. They're moving around all the time. I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos. They got plenty of information on the About section to let us know what to expect. I just watched this video earlier today. They've already put out a few more videos. This must have been from the last live stream. Heartwarming moment. You can read some nice comments from people on that as well. I just saw them, so I know what's there. Shorts on this channel. These have gotten into 5,500, 7,700 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. And they're live streaming pretty frequently. So they did a couple today. I missed both of those. I don't know how. I've been on all day. I got up not late today. I think I was up at 8 in the morning. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course, in Niagara Falls, Canada. But I've been on YouTube all morning, so with the exception of running the one, watching the videos in that one playlist, I've otherwise been bouncing in between premieres and live streams, and I don't even know if I caught a premiere today. I think it's been all live streams today, but yeah, I'm surprised that I missed that. Eddie Garazza, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Handmade Haven Studios, good to see you here also. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Memorial Day cookouts, yes. Have to be a good time, of course. And then, yeah, it's raining here, too. Vintage Style by Joe. It was, yeah, almost torrential downpour, if we want to call it that, for a while. And then Blonde Traveling Gypsy is working on 800 subscribers. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They gifted another membership today. They've done this kind of thing countless times already. I certainly do appreciate it. It's absolutely unnecessary. Appreciate it always. I know Jen Palazzo will be happy for that because I've got her on the wheel now. Six Bows is Back is another friend that's been with us for at least 5 years, if not closer to 6. And hopefully everybody will connect with her. She is a longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Yeah, Jason and I share weather along with Scratch and PPA pretty much. We're all only a couple hours away from each other in a triangle in Ontario, Canada here. And then oh, Southern Belle Nola, how many notifications does YouTube send out in a day before it cuts off and stops? We have heard in the official documentation, the terms of service or community guidelines or somewhere thereabouts, that if you put more than 3 pieces of content in 24 hours, they may not all get notifications, right? So 1 or 2 should be safe. Once we get beyond that, it starts to become questionable. And that's just, I guess, because YouTube doesn't want people flooding the system. You know, people could just be hammering out, what's the plans on Suno if you want to make AI songs? I think you can get a license for like 27,000 songs a month or a year or something like that. So I think that's what they don't want, if I was to guess. But that just has to do with notifications. But thank you for the question. And we can look that up, but I'm quite certain that we've seen that in YouTube community pages or YouTube community guidelines, one or the other. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Tracy's Local Learnings is here. And I guess it's time for me to spin the wheel. So I'm going to do that right this second. And we will see who's coming up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Michael's Adventures has been with us from the beginning as well. So, you know, I often say that, you know, Superchat's been here as a channel for just over 6 years. And many of our moderators, including Michael's Adventures, have been with us for about 5.5 years or longer. It's probably closer to 6 years now. Because the channel had started, I got the account going and started getting subscribers before streaming. I don't remember if we were at 600 or 800 or something like that before the first stream, but I'd already been on YouTube a couple of years. But the reason why I keep mentioning this, I can't remember how long every single channel's been with Superchat or been with me or like that I've recognized. I can't remember every single, you know, amount of time, but I like to recognize it occasionally, fairly frequently, because I want to instill the idea in everybody's mind that you're literally meeting friends here that will be supporting each other years into the future, right? It's the friendships that make this whole thing work. It's not about the channels on the screen. It has nothing to do with me. It's about what's going on in the chat. That's literally why it's called Tuber Chat. If I was to describe to anybody at all, what's the difference between Superchat and a million other communities out there that are trying to get people together? There's one thing. Superchat is a community of YouTube channel owners in the beginnings of their YouTube journey. Even if you've been at this for years, we still consider it the YouTube journey, or we still consider it the beginnings of the YouTube journey, right? And but these are creators who care about each other and each other's success, because that's not always true. If you've ever been in some of the biggest channels, live chats, and I've been there too. I follow all the big channels that talk about YouTube, like Think Media and Roberto Blake and Nick Nimmin and a bunch of others, right? But sometimes on some of the biggest channels, when you go into the chat, it's not as easy to make friends that are intending on supporting each other. It's fine that everybody's there for the information, but it's another thing when we're there to learn together, to grow together, and expecting to truly support each other into the future. But we've been doing this for a long time. Michael's Adventure's been here since at least number 24. I think it's before that. But maybe that might just be a glitch, Doran. I've seen that glitch a couple of times today, where you first get a channel onto your browser and the first video doesn't come up. That's the second time I've seen that today, as a matter of fact. But just refreshing sets it up. Michael's always got a thumbnail on his videos. This creators, look at this, getting close to putting up 5,000 videos. He's on twice a day. Most often, at least once a day, with premieres that are usually half an hour long. And he's been a beloved and dedicated moderator for as long as I can remember, most of the time that he's been here. So This creator will also allow and encourage everybody to connect during his premieres. And then what we do, you notice I'm setting notifications for all of the premieres, even though I've got the notification bell on for the channel. His I'm skipping over a bunch because like I'm just, we're going to do them all, and he's got, I don't know, 30 of them. He's usually at least a month in advance, you know what I mean? But I know that he's on every day at 8 o'clock. I've got reminders on my phone for some of our friends because they post so frequently. And then typically he brings us wildlife, almost trail cam footage. Sometimes he brings a bit of traffic watch, but otherwise it's raccoons, foxes, deer, opossums, bird watching, and outdoor stories to be told. He'll take us on walk and talk kind of adventures. And then shorts on this channel have got a few lottery tickets, a lot of outdoor footage, a slot game that's played on a phone or a tablet, getting up to 6,300 views. And Michael's Adventures, like I said, has been with us for well beyond 5.5 years. And then Numismaniac from Edmonton, Alberta, another fellow Canadian in the house. Hopefully Michael's Adventures in Kentucky is enjoying his Memorial Day weekend as well, along with our American friends. Ace Flaw 1 Andy, I think I said hello earlier. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Nikki B. Quilts from Missouri is in the house. Your neighbors with Butler Family Farm, as a matter of fact. And then let's keep it moving. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Yeah, that's Numismaniac. A couple of people have said that. I always thought it might be funny to put out like April Fool's videos where I thought about doing it. Once I thought about hiding the whole channel, like putting all the videos on private, and then just for the day everybody be like, oh my god, Tuber Chat's been deleted, and I don't know how funny that would be, so we'll see. But otherwise it'd be funny to redress the whole channel if it was related to potatoes, right? And the AI systems weren't good enough yet. The last time I was trying to do like a channel banner for that. Why don't we do that just for fun? We'll get ChatGPT on the case here, and we'll ask it to create an image, and we'll say make a YouTube channel banner for Tuber Chat as if the channel is focused on talking about potatoes. And we'll see what ChatGPT comes up with here in a second. Jen Palazzo from South Florida is an enthusiastic creator, probably responsible for us getting plenty of thumbs up on this channel. I certainly do appreciate them. When we look at Palazzo Place, we see that this creator's now long past her 1,000 subscribers, which has to be exciting. We know it's an important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. She's got a couple of furry friends to share with us and a lot of wild weather in South Florida as well. So it's all outdoor content here. And then when we look at shorts on the channel, we see that these have gotten into 2,200, 2,300, even 2,700, and over 4,200 on one of these as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Palazzo Place. That's Jen Palazzo in the chat, and she's here with us frequently. And yes, down the road started a channel called Ketchup King. That'll be interesting to see. Silver Assassin Metal Detecting is in the house. Good to have you here. And then British Columbia, Tracy's Local Learnings. Forgive me if I keep forgetting that you might be Canadian also. Yes, and then let's have a look at where ChatGPT is. There we go. There's Numismaniac's banner for Tuber Chat. Wouldn't that be funny? Talking all things potato. Very good. Varieties, recipes, fun facts. Look, it's giving us all the channel ideas as well. Small tuber, big topics. My dear goodness. So hopefully everybody found that fun. I like to fool around with the AI systems as much as anybody. But boy, have they gotten good. Oh, remember we started talking about this almost 2 years ago, I think. Could be around there. And boy, were the AI systems just terrible when it came to making spelling mistakes and not understanding context. And they've really upped the game. They're in a race right now, and everybody wants to be the best. I'm using Claude as a paid service now. I was using ChatGPT with a paid account for a while. I still use the free version now for a few fun things, but when ChatGPT came out with the new image model, which apparently is like Images 2.0 or whatever we want to call it, it's so much better that a lot of people are saying it's better than Nano Banana, which is Google's thing. And for anybody not following, I know it sounds ridiculous what I'm saying, but I promise you they're all in a war for who's going to be the best, the fastest, and the improvements are coming at lightning speed. The improvements in these AI systems are almost daily now. And then a potato emoji to go along with it. Yes, wouldn't that be interesting? The Numismaniac isn't the first one to mention that idea, but yeah, a couple of people have thought this might be a potato channel. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then at least we know if the whole TuberChat idea someday falls completely apart, we already have plan B. We could just pivot, switch the channel, and I'll do potato recipes for the rest of my life then. The Numismaniac Canada comes from Edmonton, Alberta, and this creator is very has community service at the forefront of their mind. You'll find that as you get to know the creator. He's known as the Skipper on this channel. He recently started putting out quite a bit of content again, and this creator will bring a lot of different ideas in between the numismatic collectibles, usually collectible coins, but collectibles of all sorts. He'll show us how to take care of them, how to look after them, if that makes sense. But then as well, talk about precious metals in between as well. And then shorts on this channel. These feature some Edmonton winter weather, which can be even more violent apparently than what I get here in Niagara Falls. But this creator gets into almost 800 views, almost 1,000 views, and over 1,700 views on another short video there. Plenty of live streams on this channel. I caught them for a recent one. It had been a little while, but they've done tons of live streaming in the past. Pardon me, as you can see, often with a panel full of guests as well. And there's the Skipper right there. So obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter working on 1,200 subscribers. Oh, and that's interesting. Quilts of Valor is an idea that the Numismaniac Canada is describing in the chat. Lots of our quilting friends will be interested to hear about that. And then thank you so much, Jane. Jane Living Skies Color Creative. Like I said, I'm running a playlist for that creator right now. I should show it to everybody because I've got it open, and then I'll show you another channel from Numismaniac. I just want to show everybody something I've been working on with an AI system as a trick here. I've got the playlist on pause because we're streaming right now. But if I click on the playlist itself, you'll see what I've got built here. And this is through Claude Code, which is a little more advanced than what we talk about with the simple ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini conversations we usually have with what they call chatbots or whatever, right? But I've got a system here that's been building me playlists for creators. And what it does is it digs through a channel, through the YouTube data API, which is basically a backdoor where computers can talk to each other. And it scrapes out the longest 99 videos or live streams, excluding shorts, on a channel and puts them into one playlist so that you could just run the whole thing from the longest one onward. And it's a really, really cool idea because for as long as I've been doing all of this, every time you run a playlist and somebody's got a channel that's got more than 100 videos, it likes to stop. And I can't get it to stop doing that, no matter how many Chrome extensions I try. So that's just another neat trick, but something I'm working on. And then, oh, there you go, Greenland Quilter Katie. Yes, learning every day about these different things. I feel like I've heard of it before, but I don't know if that's true or if I'm just thinking it because you're mentioning it. It sounds like a great idea. Trish the Natural's in the house, another long time dear friend and member. I'm just going to show you another special channel that's brought to us by the Numismaniac. It's called Santa Claus North Pole Canada, and you wonder why on earth would I show you a Santa Claus channel in the middle of May. But this channel and the creator behind it actually get involved in things like Christmas in July, so the idea is active all year. It's just that it obviously starts to pick up after Halloween, let's just say, and into the Christmas season. But Santa Claus North Pole Canada is really interesting, a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat community where we can get messages to and from Santa Claus, which is really, really cool. If you haven't seen these videos, I hope you'll watch at least a couple of them while you connect with this channel. And again, this comes from the Numismaniac. And when we look at shorts on the channel, we see these have gotten into 200, 300, and even 1,300 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Santa Claus North Pole Canada. We'd love to get this channel up towards the 500 mark. We know they're thinking about it. It's another exciting, pardon me, an important milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. And then foraging and urban farming, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, happy holiday weekend to our American friends. And I'm going to put foraging and urban farming onto the wheel. I'm going to spin, and then it's time for us to take another break. So we'll give it another 3.5 minutes right before that. We'll play another clip from that interview series. I talk about these all the time. This next friend that we're going to talk to is the creator who actually inspired the series. We had a long conversation, and he described all that he's been through, both with the Tuber Chat family and his YouTube journey, and how he's gotten over 10,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Tuber Chat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group, and there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
So always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
But we're linked by the ways, but they will know somebody that's scale modeling and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, you know, in the weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of
Yeah.
there
you go.
you know, and so that I've put back in, because remember I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, because I'm on 10,000, am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here. And you've doubled that number. You're still growing now, so
it's very slow growth. Because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah,
and I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour, down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back. And now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back, but I needed the break. I really did. You know, and I think YouTube have cottoned onto this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But you know, we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yep.
Definitely.
Improving over time.
Improvement is it, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. You know, it really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. Like, you know, it's great. But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure. All right, we're just about back. We've got a beloved and dedicated moderator to look at right now. This is Jessie Journals and Unboxes. She's been with us pretty much from the beginning. Superchat's been here as a channel for 6 years, and many of our moderators, like Michael's Adventures, Scratch and Pete PA, I Am Betty J Gathers, Hilda DC, my love, Kristen Welton's been with us since before I even started the channel, of course. But many of our creators, and I don't mean to leave anybody out, have been with us for 5.5 years. Can you believe that? The 5 years is a long time. 3 years is long enough, but 5 years, my dear goodness. And it's kind of overwhelming when we take a quick second and think about that. The reason why I talk about it so much is just to let everybody know here, this is what you have to look forward to. We can see the future based on what we've been over the last 6 years and longer. I've been on YouTube for 9 years now, which is already hard to believe. But amazing that we have people willing to support each other, and hopefully still as passionate as ever before. I mean, you can see it in me during these live streams, I hope, seeming to be just as enthusiastic as ever before, at least about Superchat and what we're doing here. And Jessie Journals and Unboxes, she's got something special coming up tomorrow. So she's got one notification for me to set right now, but I know she's working on the other video and expects to drop 2 tomorrow. So she's on every single Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and what she's going to bring us are usually unboxing videos. Sometimes it's a haul, sometimes it's a subscription service. Sometimes it's Happy Mail. The latest focus has been on a lot of artistic or creative things, although in the past she's unboxed just about anything. Could be snacks, could be bath and beauty products, could be jewelry. Lately more collaging and journaling supplies, sometimes books, sometimes postcards. And one of the really interesting things that she does, she uses the official collaboration feature. You'll see that in some of the videos here. But she gets the business owners to come into the chat while she's premiering the videos so that we can do some Q&A or get a chance to get to know the minds behind the services, let's just say. And Jessie Journals and Unboxes will show us all the things she's going to make or intends to make, or things that she's made with a lot of the crafting and journaling supplies that we talk about. Shorts on this channel is where she features a lot of the things that she's found in the unboxing videos, including the washi tape, the snacks and jewelry and bath and beauty products that I talked about. The list goes on. She's got, like I said, there's books, there's postcards, there's all kinds of stuff. And Jessie Journals and Unboxes has done plenty of live streams in the past as well. So we'll see if those are going to continue. In the meantime, we want to push her towards the 2,800 subscribers. We know she's thinking about. She is monetized. You can support her with super chats, super thanks, and super stickers while she's doing her premieres or after the videos run. And then Dark Swordsman Gaming is coming into the chat right now, dropping another super chat. Thank you for that. They've done that a million times before. Dark Swordsman Gaming's in the UK as well. So it's nice to see some of our friends from the UK today. I know it's tougher to come in when I do the streams at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's already 10 p.m. for them. Long past dinner for most people, right? And not everybody's up that late. My bedtime is 9 p.m. Eastern. Like, I wouldn't catch a stream if it was at 10. Most of you have seen that lately or over the last year. But it's great to have some of our friends. And this is the reason why we move the times around when we can. When it's weekdays, I'm pretty much stuck. I can't be on before 5 p.m. Eastern. But on the weekends, we can move them. So we do from time to time. But thank you for that. Dark Swordsman Gaming brings us all kinds of different video gameplay, and we're going to look at their channel in a quick second. Just remember, for everybody, please, we're going to look forward to tomorrow, Jessie Journals and Unboxings dropping not 1, but 2 videos at 3 p.m. Eastern. So we'll look forward to that. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So just as a thought, because I noticed what Jane Living Skies Color Creative is talking about, and I see Kovaction in the house. Good to see you here. And thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz. They always have interesting news in the chat. They've been with me about 7 years. PK Adventure Travels is in the house. I watched Melinda's latest RV walkthrough, and I have something to say when I get through that, because I agreed on it with her on one point about walking through the trailer. But I'm going to mention just a point for a quick second. Jen Palazzo's talking about our Australian friends. They find it easier, it seems, to catch us when I do these streams much later. Because if you can imagine, some of them are 12 hours off. So if we're still on at 9 p.m. Eastern, that's 9 a.m. for them. So they're actually just starting their day, right? So that can happen. And then when we think about the idea of the generosity between us and the things we can do for each other, of course, we're all thinking about our own channels. But my opinion on how to get the best success is to focus on other people's channels. What can you do for them? And I promise you'll get everything that you want, because when you think about the things that you want for yourself, you know other people want the same thing, right? So one of the things we can do, it helps with watch hours, it helps with subscribers, it helps with everything else. Thinking about all the things we can do, offering them to other people, but trying to consider what are all the things we talk about. Sometimes I talk about things that people haven't yet done, like for instance raiding from one premiere to another premiere, from one live stream to another live stream, or anything like that. So the idea is, if you say to yourself, boy, would I ever love to have a raid from somebody in your mind, rightfully so. We all would love to have it, right? Many of us have had these and given these many times before. So the secret then is to say, how can I do that for somebody else if I know I'm going to be on at the same time as somebody or on the same day as somebody? Maybe I adjust. Maybe I move my stream an hour earlier or later. I promise you, I've done that as many times as anybody. Literally moved a stream so that we could raid into somebody else. You know what I mean? Thinking about one creator at a time, making sure that they get the maximum benefit of being a part of the Tuber Chat community, let's just say, because we know how powerful it can be. But when you think about what I'm saying, I know it's a long drawn-out speech like always, but if you think about the things you can do for other people, the more you do for others, the more you get back, and that can work its way down into individual things. The more raids you give, the more raids you will get. I'm not meaning to solicit them here. We get plenty of that, and I'm always grateful for it. But for other creators, what a gift you can give somebody by literally sending your most supportive supporters right into their premiere or live stream. So these are ideas, and I just wanted to mention it for a second. Covaction, thank you. They've got another video coming up. Chuck and Lori were recently in the next city over from me, about a half an hour away, and it's a beautiful area. They got a new video, it looks like today, if I understand right, and they just dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. We'll put their channel up next. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel like we always do. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So the next clip that I play today from our interview series comes from an Irish couple that have been with us, Unstable TV, that moved to Australia. And they've been there for, I think, a year and a half now. Could be something like that. I might be getting ahead of myself, but something like that. So if you're interested, just because we talk about the idea of some of our Australian friends, we've got several. Ghostly Wins is responsible for naming my ketchup list. I've met up with Werner's Adventures, Drew's Adventures, who are dear friends and always connected with Come Hither with Heather. Those creators do abandoned location explorations. There's a lot of diamond painting and other things that we've seen from our Australian friends as well. And then Dark Swordsman Gaming, we're talking about. This creator brings a lot of different video gameplay on the channel and a lot of popular titles. I'm just going to put the latest video up. It's been a month, but I can see I'm behind, so I'll put that in that catch-up list that I keep joking about. Just a playlist to keep or get caught up with creators. Dark Swordsman Gaming does something really interesting on their channel. So they were doing this frequently for a while, putting different colored frames around their videos. What this allows is at first glance, or if a video is recommended, somebody might recognize that and say like, oh, I like Dark Souls, I want to see another Dark Souls video. They'll click on something with a purple frame here, or Elden Ring. They'll pick a video with a pink ring here around, or a pink frame around the thumbnail, or yellow for Tomb Raider and things like that. So that's a neat trick that they're working on with their channel, and we'll see if they're going to continue that. But they got live streams over here as well, and I've caught them many times for live streams playing different games. Lots of Final Fantasy here. I think this is the channel where I first learned about Stardew Valley that I talk about all the time, which might be the most successful independent game of all time. But you see all the popular titles that they've got. They tend to do them in phases, but you'll see that when you get to the channel. Dark Swordsman Gaming's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for as long as I can remember. Many years, 4 if not 5 by now probably, and they're working on 300 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And then thank you for the super chat, by the way. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. And then Just Jason Keto actually just dropped a super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated for Keto Simple. Because apparently Jason used one of his recipes, so we'll talk about that in a second. I haven't seen Jason's latest video. I would have put that in my catch-up list today, I think. He dropped that last night. I don't know why I missed that. I might have gone to bed early. Oh no, I was out. I was out doing family stuff yesterday. Once every couple of weeks, I've got a very long day where I have to go take care of a couple family obligations, but it keeps me away from YouTube all day and all night, and then by the time I get home, I'm literally zonked, if that's actually a word. And then the Bud Files is in the house. Matt and Mouse, fellow Canadians, are also here. They were introduced to us by Just Jason Keto. We're going to talk about Cove Action Travel. Chuck and Lori from Syracuse right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, did Text Mixer come in? I didn't see Tech Mixer slip into the chat. That's actually a friend right from around here, Ontario, Canada, that is a personal friend. He's a DJ that I've known for many years as well. Yeah, forgive me. I must have missed them slipping into the chat. But thank you for that, Ace Flow 1. And then the Bud Files is on the wheel. Matt and Mouse is on the wheel. We're going to look at Keto Simple next. And Cove Action Travel. Chuck and Lori dropped a super chat. I just watched one of their videos. I'm way behind because let me see when they put that video out. Yeah, a week ago. And I just watched it. They put that on Lori's channel. I'll show you that in a second. They got 2 channels here. Cove Action takes their video process very seriously. So we know they use DaVinci Resolve. I just learned that Ryan Parker from PK Adventure Travels tends to use Final Cut Pro. Same as myself. Adobe Premiere is the other big standout contender, but there's a lot of other video production apps and programs lately, but DaVinci Resolve is known as an industry standard. So Cove Action Travel can talk to us about that. They talk about their filming process. They've got many different types of video throughout their vlogs. They bring us drone footage, they bring us stills, and they take us to interesting places all over the world. So this is a city that's just half an hour away from me, actually, Niagara-on-the-Lake. I've done a couple of streams there, but they bring us to interesting places that they visit, and big fans of Niagara-on-the-Lake, as a matter of fact. They've been up there twice this year already. Cove Action Travel's working on 5,800 subscribers. Otherwise, they bring us, like I said, all over the world for interesting travel videos. And then they've got shorts over here as well. They've gotten into 8,500, 12,000, 21,000 views on one of these, and then live streams on the channel as well. So this live stream that they did a couple of weeks ago, they really get into the spirit of a lot of their videos as well. You'll get that idea when you get over there. But I was lucky enough to catch that live stream. They do these once or twice a month. And then when I look at Live, Love, Laugh, Lori, we see a second complimentary channel they've got set up. We'd love to get this one rolling towards its first 100 subscribers. We'll see what the future plans are for this channel, but they've already done a holiday series over here to match one on the Covaction channel. And then I just watched this guacamole recipe video. Chuck was wolfing this stuff down in the last live stream, so definitely has to be a good recipe, pretty simple to make, and with everything but the cilantro, I think it's a good idea. I don't know what it is about cilantro that the people who love it, and the people who dislike it, like myself, no cilantro. When I go into a burrito place, I have to no, I'm not kidding, and no joke, please, no cilantro. But I know lots of people enjoy it. So that's Chuck and Lori from Covaction, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're here with us frequently also, and thank you again for the super chat. And then Just Jason Keto dropped another one as well, so that we would look at this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, Keto Simple. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then, yeah, a while back, I decided I wanted to dress a little bit better. And I was wearing polos all the time. Not that it makes a difference or whatever. Today's CEOs of most successful people are in t-shirts and hoodies all the time. But lately it's comfort. So in Niagara Falls right now, and for the last month, it seems to have been fairly cool weather. We're not at those summer temperatures yet. We've hit them a few days, but today's like miserable and rainy and everything. But I love this temperature. Sweater weather has become like my favorite, I think, over the last 10 years or something like that. Something about passing 40 and turning 50 turns me into something where I more so want to hide from the heat and the sun. But I do enjoy the comfort of a good hoodie here and there. So Keto Simple is up on the screen right now, and apparently this recipe is what Jason used in his latest video. Dustin, though, is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter himself here. And I know he cares deeply about the YouTube journey, his fellow creators, as well as the subject of his channel, which is making keto simple. There's a lot of information out there when we think about a ketogenic-based diet or lifestyle, if I'm saying that correctly. And he'll talk in his videos about a lot of the different things that people face going through a journey of whether it's weight loss, other health ideas, thinking about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Talks about groceries, prices, all those kinds of things. And then shorts on the channel as well. I've gotten into, look at this, 182,000, 314,000, 2.1 million views. I don't think Keto Simple has promoted. I'm uncertain, but I'm pretty sure that I said that before, and I'm pretty sure he said no, they haven't promoted. So they've just been at this a while, which is great to know, and I could be wrong. It's really difficult to tell because there's so many things people can do to pump up their subscribers that are illegitimate. And I just don't recommend any of those things, especially for people who are on YouTube because they need the revenue or the income. There's nothing wrong with that, I promise you. I know what it's like when $20, $50, $100 a month can be life-changing money. And that's one of the things we're here to help with in Superchat, is the idea of taking people who either make no money online and turn them into people who make money online, or people who make a few dollars online and help them make more dollars online, if that makes any sense. That's the absolute truth, because I know how important and impactful it can be. Keto Simple likely feels the same way, but I hesitate with channels sometimes lately when I see the numbers grow so quickly, because I just don't know how many people are promoting or doing the other things you can do. You have to consider the impact of all the different ways of growing. 100% organic growth is going to lead to the highest CPMs or RPMs for your channel. So if revenue is important, that is extremely important, because you can't get it back. Once you skew your RPM or your CPM on your channel, which is just a revenue number, but it just has to do with revenue per 1,000 views and things like that, I don't know if anybody can ever get it back. So that's why I'm so passionate about that as well. And then I'm missing Makeup Mom and Son, a beloved and dedicated moderator in the house. So thank you for coming in. And Michelle's been with us from the beginning as well. Six Bows is back, still in the house. Yes, she doesn't like cilantro. Or no, forgive me, she didn't say cilantro. What did Six Bows is back say earlier? I missed what you said in the chat. And Gloria's Platter is here as well, a longtime dear friend. She's been with us pretty much from the beginning also. And then thank you, Gloria's Platter. Yeah, I missed what she said. She was in here for a quick second there. Oh, and thank you, Covaction. Yes, they're expecting to come back to Niagara again. Brian Parker Studios, they're out camping now. Is that why I saw that video that was a run-through of that trailer? They got their own RV trailer. Oh, Six Bows is back, doesn't like guacamole. Nikki B. Quilts said they don't like cilantro. Yes. I don't think there's anything that tastes like cilantro. I know they say soap, but ugh. And I know what that's like too. My dad caught me using a word that I shouldn't have used when I was too young to be using it. Well, nobody should be using it. But the first time he caught me, he literally basically picked me up by the neck, led me to the bathroom, and made me bite on a bar of soap. And I'm not exaggerating. He made me chew the thing. He didn't make me swallow it, but he made me chew it. He was literally, I'm washing your mouth out with soap. He did give me a Coke after. The only one ever in my lifetime. But apparently not lesson learned either, unfortunately. And then thank you, Butler Family Farm. I've still got you on the wheel either way. Edna's World is in the house. Good to see you here. She was also featured in our interview series that I keep talking about. We play clips from these often. And she's got a Wednesday night live stream. Wind Down Wednesdays, a lot of people know. I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. And they were in Tampa for that one. Yeah, they have a different one. But I did watch that video earlier. I'm always attracted to those things. I don't know why so much. When I don't have one, maybe one day I'll get one. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Different up here in Canada than it is in the States. And then, an allergy to cilantro. That can't be fun either. Yeah, you have to be careful then, I guess, when you're eating anything that, where they could be putting that in. Keto Simple, though, I'm just going to grab, did I grab the latest video from this channel already? I've seen it. So this creator as well gets into live streams every Sunday as a minimum. Once in a while, I'm able to catch these Tuesday ones, but I think I've only caught them twice. Otherwise, Dustin's on every Sunday morning, so we can look forward to that tomorrow. He's usually on for a couple of hours. It's a mix of talking keto and YouTube and kind of whatever else comes up in the chat. But this creator also gives a perfect, basically, definition when you watch this creator of what I say is dynamic in a personality. And hopefully everybody will connect with Keto Simple. But thank you, Just Jason Keto, for the super chat. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. He's done things like that a million times before. But he wanted to make sure we got a chance to look at this channel because he's used one of Dustin's recipes, which is great to know. It's a great way to consider a collaboration between channels. Cooking and recipes are something people have been swapping forever. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Yeah, I don't know why I feel so strongly about it. So they say it's a genetic thing, but I don't know if that's true. I did one of those 23andMe things. Kristen Welton got me the 23andMe kit for a holiday. I think it was Father's Day, but it could have been a birthday. Forgive me for not remembering because it's been 10 years now, so I can't remember which gift came from which occasion. But I ended up doing the beginning, and the results were so... I was expecting a long story because I was adopted, so I don't know the history and everything, and I was looking forward to it. And then I think it said your 95% British with a 5% chance of having Irish. And I'm like, well, I guess anybody could have guessed that. I think I look Polish or Ukrainian, but that's only because other people have said that, so I don't know. But apparently within that thing, it talks about the idea of whether you might like cilantro or not. So it might be a genetic thing, almost like what I imagine with people who enjoy coffee, because I know it seems to be most people, but not everybody. And there's some people who don't like it, right? And things like that. When my son was growing up, he asked me what beer tasted like, and I didn't do like what the older guys did when I was growing up. We don't give the kids a taste of the beer and stuff like that, although I did have that when I was young. But I said to him, well, it tastes like burnt up grass that's been juiced. This is basically what it tastes like, right? I don't know why we like it, but not everybody likes it. I'm like, I don't know, beer, in my opinion, really doesn't taste that good. So when I have it, I want the yellowest beer there is that tastes like water with a little bit of beer. But cilantro, if it's a burrito or something like that, I'm like, no, it ruins it. It destroys it. And I know they offer that at like Subway sandwiches and things like that. And there you go. Yeah, Just Jason Keto says. So I wonder, you guys can tell me this. Let's do a science experiment in the chat, because we got extra time today. I seem to be moving not too terribly. So I also say whatever the blood type is that mosquitoes really like seem to be what I have, because I'm the one who gets it the worst. I promise you, when I'm out there. So I wonder if there's a correlation genetically between people who don't like cilantro and people who mosquitoes just want to attack, because I insist that could be a thing. So maybe somebody can figure that out one day. Trish the Natural is on the screen right now. This creator has been with us for many years as well. And she started by talking about natural hair care. She moved into more health and beauty and other lifestyle videos, but she's always had a professional look to all of her thumbnails. These bright, bold headshots make her extremely recognizable, and she's always done a great job with these because they're vibrant and the thumbnails are colorful and everything else. She does a great job. She's also a dynamic creator. One of the things that I like to talk about with Trish the Natural is you see what happens when I roll over the videos for the ones that work here. Many of them, this is a perfect example. I roll over the video and you get a perfect representation in the thumbnail of what you're going to see when we get into the video. I don't know why these don't work as well as they used to, but you see what I'm talking about here, right? And I think that's a great idea. So, she's obviously taken a lot of these photos for the thumbnails, but doing a great job with these. And then this creator as well has got shorts on the channel. A lot of these are celebrity shout-outs, but that's pumped up the views into 25,000, 28,000, 45,000, and then live streams on the channel as well. And this creator's up to about a year ago done plenty of live streams, both with Betty J Gathers, or with other creators, or it's just Trish the Natural herself, but we'll see if those are going to come back. If you eat bananas, you get attacked by more mosquitoes. Says Cove Action, I eat a banana almost every single day. It's like part of my breakfast. I have oatmeal, banana, and a couple of boiled eggs almost every day. But that's because I'm racing. I got to get out of the house for work, and I'm tired every morning and this and that. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah, I'm terrified of mosquitoes. I really am. They get me like you wouldn't believe. I don't care what I smell like. I douse myself in the spray. The off spray or whatever it is with the deep wood stuff and the DEET and all that. I literally spray a pool into my hand and then do this and put it everywhere, like the hair, the clothes, up the ankles, up the sleeves, everywhere that I can. I heard that having bounce sheets, like dryer sheets in your pockets can help. So I don't know if that's true. We have a family weekend coming up where we're going to find out all these things. But yeah, I don't like them. I don't Doesn't bother me what anybody thinks about it. I am hiding from mosquitoes and every other thing as much as I can. And then Just a Cat, thank you so much. Yes, this creator supports a lot of other people, and I certainly do appreciate that, of course. We're doing not too bad for the wheel today, as a matter of fact. Simply Debbie Sue's on there. I'm probably overdue for getting another channel on the wheel, so I'll do that in a moment. There's Rambling with the Brooms, another fellow Canadian. This creator comes from closer to our nation's capital, though, and I've been lucky enough to meet up with them in real life. And then there you go. Holla's got the answer. They eat mosquitoes and then go bananas. That's basically the way. So that makes sense. I'm going to try to remember that to describe my own experiences. What we're looking at right now, Simply Debbie Sue. Actually, why don't we do this? We'll take a break for a few minutes. I'll rest my voice and stop screaming at the camera for 2 seconds here. We'll go for 3.5 minutes and we'll come back. We did mention some of our Australian friends in the chat earlier. This is the couple that I was talking about. Our favorite Irish couple, occasionally we like to say, that is Unstable TV. They lived in Ireland but moved to Australia, and I think it's 1.5 years ago. I could be off in the time, but it's somewhere around there, longer than a year. But let's hear what they have to say, because they've been friends of ours for years, about how to get 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube. You mentioned the idea of shorts, so that gives me an opportunity to jump right into that. So, in every one of these interviews, I'm asking about opinions, about shorts, how we can get them to work for us. But you're the first creators that I'm talking to that have broken off into a shorts channel. I also noticed that you took the shorts off of the original channel. I'm assuming you uploaded the same ones over there, and now you have over 350 shorts on that channel. At last look, it was I think your fastest moving short video on the shorts channel, which is Unstable TV Shorts, has 22,000 views, and you're already at 768 subscribers. So the biggest thing that I think people are going to be wondering about that is, how do you feel about your decision to break your shorts off into their own channel?
So the reason we did it in the first place was because we felt like the shorts were distracting from our long form videos, because we were getting a lot of views and attention on the shorts. But while we were doing shorts and long form at the same time, it's kind of like the long form was pushed to the back.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we split off into a shorts channel by itself. So we kind of use that for just, skits and memes and stuff, and then we use it for promotion videos for our main channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you said some of our highest viewed videos on the shorts channel, they are clips from our long form videos with the link in it to send it back. So we just kind of felt it didn't sit right with our channel to have it all together, so we said we'd try and split it and see if it worked.
Yeah, because when we first put them up, we had like you're saying about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and when you're watching the metrics go up and down. When we start putting the shorts up, the videos that would usually go up and probably after a week they performed the way they done were pushed to the back. Yeah. But how we felt from how we were watching our analytics, for anyone watching, do make sure you check the analytics out regularly. It does help. Yeah. And there is a research tab as well, so check that out as well. It helps with your channel. Because you get an idea where your viewers are coming in and what they're researching as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a tip for everyone. On the main channel, it didn't sit for us, but even scrolling up and down and how it looked, we didn't like it. But we used the shorts as kind of a voice, say things you can't really say on the main videos that might not go with YouTube's policies. We have a lot of fun with pranking each other and stuff like that. What we have noticed though with our shorts, anything to do with relationships or pranks wise, that skyrockets for us.
Wow.
Or if we do say a trend of meme, sometimes we might get something and sometimes not.
Yeah.
But we've learned that shorts really help us have them crazy ideas where you just get a bit wild when you're filming on YouTube and you're I want to do this, or maybe this might look funny. It's kind of to make ourselves laugh and then just go that direction with it and just come up with crazy stuff then.
All right, we're almost back, and we're just about to look at Simply Debbie Sue. So we're going to look at this channel in a quick second. This is one I'm just getting to know, but a heartwarming channel, definitely, between the stories that are told, the family togetherness that I've seen. This creator wants to bring us a little bit of spiritual inspiration. They mention the idea of faith stories and simple joys. One of my favorite about sections to read. I'll leave it to you here, but this creator put a lot of thought into that. I think it matches the personality of what I've seen in the creator behind the channel as well. So Simply Debbie Sue is working on 1,300 subscribers. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about. Most of these are stories narrated by the creator, but once in a while they bring us a different kind of video that gives us a chance to get to know her, maybe another family member. I've seen a couple of those already. Shorts on this channel, a mix of indoor and outdoor content. These come up occasionally, but they're already into 1,600 and 1,800 views, which is great to see. And Simply Debbie Sue is with us just about every day. So active, literally. She was the first creator today picked off the Wheel of Doom. I was going to say Mystery Wheel of Misfortune for a second there, because I know Tim Mitchell's in the chat. The Wheel of Doom is what we've called it on Tuber Chat for the last 5 years or so. And then Tim Mitchell, thank you for coming in. And thank you, Nikki B. Quilts. Yes, hopefully our American friends are enjoying their long weekend. We had one in Canada last week. We're always 1 year ahead on that one. And then our Thanksgiving doesn't match up either. Pardon me, but we got plenty of holidays in Canada. It's one a month for about 10 out of the 12 months, if that makes sense. And then Ace Flaw 1 is coming up. Andy's been with me since long before Tuber Chat was even a channel. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I aggressively cleared out a lot of names from our wheel while we were on that break there. So for anybody that's a member or moderator that's still here listening, just please be active in the chat. I'll make sure to get your name back on if I removed it. It's long beyond time for me to get another name from our chat list as well. So I'm going to do that right now. We'll see if Dan is still with us from Handicapped Traveler. If not, Fuzzy's Adventures is coming up right this second. We'll put them on the wheel with Tim Mitchell there. And the medical detectorist, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And when we look at Ace Flaw 1, I'm not sure if I saw Jeremy D-Day today. Forgive me, Jeremy, if you happen to be listening, if you were here, I might not have put your name on the wheel. I didn't mean to miss you, but I thought of it for a quick second. Nikki Silver Stacker, we looked at your channel a long time ago. We looked at it probably an hour ago. And then Willow's Creations, good to see you in the house. I think they just did a live stream, if I'm not mistaken, a few days ago. Canadian Family Life still in the house. And then Jeremy D-Day, if he's still here. I thought I saw him today, but I might be mistaken. I watched one of his videos earlier, so it could be in my mind. Ace Flaw 1, though, has been with me just as long as Jeremy D-Day and a few other creators for probably 7 years, if you can imagine that. And I'm not kidding. These creators were with me before Tuber Chat was even a thought. Andy and Jeremy D-Day both are still here for almost every stream after all these years. Can you imagine, after 900 of these creators are still supporting, and on both my channels, as a matter of fact. I have a personal channel as well. Ace Flaw 1 brings travel content. He only posts occasionally, but the creator behind this channel is Andy, and he brings us to some really interesting places. So I just watched another video. Did I watch that today, or was that the other day? Shorts on this channel have gotten into 1,800, 2,000 views, 2,200 views. I think I watched his latest video this morning as well. Yeah, I remember the name of it now. But Andy, like I said, has been with me for years. He's taken us many different places, and hopefully everybody will connect with Ace Flaw 1. His very next video is going to be his 100th video, which is kind of cool. I hope everybody's celebrating every milestone you can possibly think of. Michael's Adventures is setting up a raid for Jesse tomorrow, which is great to know. He's on just about every day, so he's moved his premiere back a little bit. That's kind of the thing I was talking about earlier. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I know I say it a million times, and I think it's time to spin the wheel. Let me make sure I'm right about that. And then we'll get another channel up onto the screen. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm interested to see the Medical Detectorist channel. I'm tripping over the handle because it's a cool name for a channel for sure. We've got a lot of metal detecting channels, so it makes me want to trip over that. And then Michael's Adventures has a couple things going on tomorrow, and then hopefully I'm not missing anybody, like I said, or I always say. Holla is here just about every day as well. This creator's bringing us event-based. I like to keep saying the word travel, but it's event-based content. Pardon me, event-based content. They happen to be in New York, but they'll bring us a couple of other places as well. Sometimes they even bring us behind-the-scenes footage, and I noticed they're making more and more videos lately, which is great to know. They bring us to a lot of car shows or car meets, and I mention those often as well. But if you dig through the channel, you'll see lots of other either event-based content or, like I said, travel-based content. And then when we get into shorts on Holla's channel, we're going to see that this creator's gotten into 3,100, 3,300, 3,600 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. And this one, what did I just watch? I thought I just watched a video. Was it this video? Oh, the ice sculpture competition. For anybody who saw that bit where Drake dropped a few albums the other day, they all, of course, went #1 instantly. But Drake's Canadian, so he used Toronto as his campaign, and he's done that kind of thing many times before. You know, I'm from Toronto, so you know I'm always like happy, proud to be Canadian, proud to be from Toronto, and everything else. Toronto will always be home, even though I've lived in Niagara Falls for the last year and a half, or 10 years or so. But Toronto is still, it's only an hour and a half away from Niagara, so you know I still work around there. I'm there all the time. But kind of cool to see that cultural promotion. So I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. I don't know whether Drake's, you know, like just proud to be from Toronto or whether there's more to it. But I thought about it because if you followed any of the campaign, for anybody who saw any of the social media, he did a lot with ice. A simulation of freezing the CN Tower, which is a popular landmark, of course, and then other ice, not quite sculptures that I know of, but other ice promotions. But this is an ice sculpture competition, which is really, really cool. And I've seen that kind of thing in many TV shows and movies and things like that. Otherwise, Holla will bring us live streams as well, and sometimes behind the scenes footage from some of the things that they're experiencing, whether it's parade or these car meets and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Holla. They're here with us just about every single stream. I certainly do appreciate that. I don't expect it from anybody. You know, I certainly don't, you know, I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every time we stream, especially when we don't have a schedule. And I do appreciate every moment. I know we got friends that run the stream in the background as well. And then, Michael Harper, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Red Corvette, yes, there you go. And then let's think about spinning the wheel. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now. We still got just over 45 minutes. Greenland Quilter Katie has a live stream that will be starting soon. So what we'll do is go right into hers. And she's doing a raid parade today. She's going in with Mona Did What and another creator. So we'll see what they're up to right after Tuber Chat. But we still, like I said, have over 45 minutes. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Tracy's local learnings. Forgive me, I cut a bunch of names off the wheel a while ago. I was pretty overly aggressive about it. I just got your name back on the wheel right now. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Kristen Welton, my love, is here. You know, we've been together now 10 years in Niagara Falls. A little bit longer than that, actually. But next month, I will have officially lived in Niagara Falls for 10 years. And she's been here her whole adult life. This creator, though, has her own channel doing her own thing. And you'll notice that she puts a really professional look on all of her thumbnails. We talked about this earlier with Trish the Natural. These creators are putting bright, bold headshots on all of their thumbnails, and Kristen's doing all her own graphic design and everything else as well. The reason why I mention that is because when Kristen and I started dating for what now is over a lifetime, the second time, we dated a long time ago as well, she was not right away into Photoshop and graphic design and things like that. And after just a little bit of starting up, she's really taken off. And I think she uses Canva for a lot of things as well. But it's a mix of both, I think, right? But she's constantly thinking about new ideas for her thumbnails, experimenting with color schemes and things like this. She started with beauty and makeup and has expanded into unboxing videos, product reviews, sponsored videos, and subscription services as well, like Ipsy, or we know it as BoxyCharm and things like that. She's got a series going on right now. Kristen lives with multiple sclerosis, and she shares her journey. She shares the ideas that go behind that. She's got another video coming up next month. That's a monthly series she's doing. She's got another video next week as well. We saw the premiere for that. Let me make sure I've got the notification on for both of these. We keep saying it, but we put notifications on for everything we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, in the spirit of making sure we catch every bit of content from each other that we can. This creator as well has got shorts into 19,000, 22,000, 28,000, and there's the Spiky and Bruiser. They make, Spiky Bruiser and Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. They both make cameo appearances on Superchat occasionally. And then live streams. She's done plenty of these. We've done a couple of things together. She's done live streams indoors, outdoors, StreamYard panels as well. So we'll see if those are going to continue. And she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Of course, she's a beloved and dedicated moderator. So hopefully everybody will connect with Kristen Welton. I'm spinning the wheel, and then we're going to look at Matt and Mouse, another couple of fellow Canadians, in a second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I missed a couple things in the chat there. Michael Harper dropped a super chat. He's done that a million times before. Tim Mitchell gifted a handful of memberships, and he's done that a million times before as well. So Tim Mitchell will come up next. Michael Harper will come up right after that. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Pardon me. And then Matt and Mouse come to us. Fellow Canadians with a very professional website as well, so they take their YouTube journey extremely seriously. They're working on 2,400 subscribers now. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, and these creators have a wonderful chemistry between them. They do a great job with a cabin in the woods, let's just say, somewhat off-grid. They show us both the 149-ish square feet of cabin that they've got and all the things they have to do to make that comfy, cozy, and they talk about the things they have to deal with as well, both when it comes to internet signal or distance from the water, how to get heat in the cabin, how to drill as few holes through the walls as possible, even though it's unavoidable. And then shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 1,600 views, 1,700 views. And then live streams as well, and they've done several of these. I just caught one as well, as they tend to do series. They've done 2 of these so far with Just Jason Keto and a few other creators where they get together for a homestead hangout, and we were originally introduced to them from our dear friend Just Jason Keto as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Matt and Mouse. We'd love to push them towards the 2,400 subscribers we know they're thinking about. D-Lo Flow Show is here. I'm going to put them on the wheel. They're a member. And yeah, I think one of these days I do need a cabin or a cottage or something. I used to have these aspirations of having a house and a cottage and a place for the family to gather. When I was young, some of my family had cottages. There were 3. My grandparents had one. My 2 of my uncles and aunts both had cottages, and we would go to them, and probably didn't realize how much I enjoyed it while I was there. But what a life. They had a bunch of stuff. I don't think anybody had any more money than anybody else, but it was easier to attain in the 70s and 80s, let's say. And one of them burned down. They had to rebuild it. That's a horrible story, but it worked out. And they had several toys. They had Sea-Doos and Ski-Doos and boats, and I'm not sure if they had Sea-Doos. I might be wrong about that. But Ski-Doos they had for sure, the ones we take on the snow. Dirt bikes, motorcycles, unbelievable. And I'm not sure about a cottage at this point, but I do think that when Kristen and I manage to find our forever home, if we want to call it that, it will end up being likely a waterfront property if we're lucky enough. And that kind of satisfies both ideas. But between the cabins and the travel trailers and the RVs and all that kind of stuff, cottages and things like that, I'm so attracted, I'm so interested in them. While I don't necessarily have immediate aspirations of, trying to buy one or anything like that, kind of weird to me. But I'm often on YouTube attracted to things that I don't do or don't have, you know what I mean? I'm really interested to see all of the crafty things or creative things that people do that I don't do. I'm interested to know how things are made and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are. A log cabin kit might be the idea. Yes, a manufactured home or something like that. I insist that it's possible to build it. I watched my cousins do it. I was too young to really remember, but when we did, actually, one of the family members had a cottage burned down. That's no joke. They arrived while the last wall was falling, and then they rebuilt it. But, my dad was there, my uncles were there, my cousins were there. We were too young to help, me and my cousins, my sister and everything, but they rebuilt or built a new cottage in its place, and they're all gone now and have been for a long time, but I still think I remember that kind of stuff well enough to wish. So Tim Mitchell is up on the screen right now. This creator is going to bring us a lot of outdoor footage on his personal channel, and he's going to bring us a lot of videos and live streams on 2 other channels. I'll talk about both of those in a second. This creator does pretty well with dash cam footage. Otherwise, he's got outdoor shorts here at 1,600 and 1,900 views. Getting close to the 500 mark. He's almost halfway on the official road to 500 subscribers, so we'd love to push him a little bit farther. He's got some live streams here. He tends to be on Tuesdays, and I have a lot of trouble catching these lately. Sometimes if I have a late day and he's got an early day or vice versa, we're able to catch each other, but he tends to do these from the road every Tuesday in Seattle, if I'm right about that. And then I'm going to show you one of the other 2 channels that Tim Mitchell produces videos and live streams for. I actually watched one of them today. It was more of a shout out video, but I couldn't believe the work that goes into it. I know he's using the AI systems for a bit of help with the graphics and animation and stuff like that, but still, I know how long that stuff takes. I'm on it every day, and I'm kind of amazed at how much work they put into recognizing their audience, their contributors, or their most supportive supporters. So let's see what Chef Civi has got going on here. This is Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official, and they'll be live tomorrow. The other channel I'm going to show you will be live tonight. And there you go. Yeah, just Jason Keto. I always thought, what if a bunch of people who knew what they were doing or were handy enough got a piece of land together, chopped it up into 4 pieces, and spent a summer building the cabins or cottages. I think you could. I saw it done, not 4, but I did see one done. But I think you could. But yeah, waterfront property in Ontario, Canada is really, really, really tough to find now, unless you're going to go far away, and then you can't be there very easily for 4 seasons, right? Our winters get pretty brutal, especially the farther north you go. So these are just ideas. Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official. This is Chef Civi. She is going to help us navigate the kitchen. She's going to make the delicious meals and dishes we would expect. Some interesting combinations that are going to go along with that as well. Michael Harper, thank you for that. Yes, I did see that. So Eddie Garaza, I'm going to put up right before your channel. I'll show them both quickly, but thank you for that. And when we look at Chef Civi and what she's doing on Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official, they also get involved with other channels for collaboration. So you see Butler Family Farm and Devil Dog listed with their avatars in the thumbnail here. They've been making some sugar-free desserts. They've been doing that once a month for the last little while. Things I didn't think could be sugar-free or wouldn't have thought so. Chef Civi as well on Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official is going to bring us 1,800, 2,500 views, 2,600 views. And there's that colorful wheel again. I'm going to show you what that's about right now. When we get over into the live streams, that wheel is called the Mystery Wheel of Misfortune, and I almost mentioned it again today. This live stream I missed from a couple of days ago. They've got the cook-along coming up tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 5 p.m., so we'll be looking forward to that. I got the notification on for that. I'm going to get Siri on the case here for a second. I just wanted to make sure I got a reminder on my phone for that, because it's at a bit of a different time. I think they did 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. or something like that. I could be wrong, the last few, but otherwise, Cooking with the Munchie Mafia officials usually live at 9 p.m. So once a month they do this. Tomorrow will be sugar-free cinnamon rolls. I've been looking forward to that. I wouldn't have thought they could be done sugar-free, but they're going to find, I'm sure, at least 3 different ways to do it. And there you go. Thank you, Tim Mitchell, for that. Hadgeways, hopefully I said hello. I know you've been in the chat for a while so far. And then Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official has another channel for us to see. So right before I show you that, I'm just going to talk about that Mystery Wheel of Misfortune for a second. The audience is able to contribute ingredients that end up on the Mystery Wheel of Misfortune, and then Chef Civi's going to spin and be pretty much forced to make whatever's going to come up. And that's where the interesting combinations come from in the kitchen. She helps us navigate the kitchen as well. One of the things that I've been talking about lately, a friend of mine, the channel just came in the last couple of streams, One Man, One Machine. Is the name of the channel, guy I work with every day, and we were just talking about a Blackstone. And he was saying I was mentioning the Blackstone challenge I saw from a few creators getting together that's promoted there as well. So it's great when I see so many creators collaborating together, because it's a great way to grow your channel rapidly. I'm going to show you another channel here. Off Topic Squirrel is the handle, and this is a complimentary channel where we see Chef Civi again. She could give us an outdoor adventure or a story to be told, getting to know her. Another series of videos has started here, and then shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,200 views, 1,500 views, live streams over here as well. These happen on the last Saturday of every month, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think next Saturday is when we're going to expect another live stream where they're going to play Cards Against Humanity, and they do that every last Saturday of the month. And I've played Cards Against Humanity both in real life, and I've listened in on their live streams as well, so I know how wild the answers can get, both from the audience. And I'm surprised I'm not already connected to this creator, because I thought Michael Harper promoted them before, but I might be mistaken. Michael Harper gave us a super chat so that we would look at this channel. Very possible that I made a mistake if I'm not right about that. And then when we look at Eddie Garraza, we see a friend of Michael Harper, who's another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And thank you, Tim Mitchell, for those gifted memberships as well. We always put gifted membership gifters and super chatters onto the screen right away. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So when we look at Eddie Garraza, I must be mistaken. I thought we had this channel on the screen before, but I could be wrong about that. I'm just going to grab a couple of the short videos here. We're usually looking for videos that are 3 minutes or longer, but on a channel like this where it's exclusively shorts, my recommendation is to just grab a few of these because it's the same 3 minutes anyway, right? I'll show you a trick though. Now that I've clicked on a short, of course I'm on a browser on a computer, but I can go into the URL at the top here and cut out this word shorts and replace it with the word watch, and you'll see this little hack turns the video into something that looks a little more traditional, still in the same format, but gives us all the regular tools we need to save it into a playlist or anything like that. So what I recommend from everybody is when connecting with a channel like this to go through 2 or 3 or even 4 shorts, because like I said, it's the same few minutes we would have had. And then I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I put that video into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that short and likely a couple of others, and leave a meaningful, genuine comment, as well as give the thumbs up and put the notification bell on. And then hopefully this creator has the notification bell on here so that they don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 times a week or so, or every 3 days, and we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then thank you, the Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph and Mr. Steph. They have dropped super chats a million times as well. So has Michael Harper. So we're looking at their channel right now. We'll put Steph and her husband's channels up in another moment. I didn't mean to spin the wheel, but that's okay. We'll make it count. We'll look at Judgment Day Mike Harper. This creator's got a premiere coming up tomorrow, so we'll look forward to that. And D-Lo Flow Show is going to come up right after the Gross Bargain Emporium stuff, after we take another really short break. We'll go for 3 minutes after this channel. Judgment Day Mike Harper is going to bring us reviews. They happen to be a big wrestling fan, but otherwise they'll bring us reviews of movies, maybe the occasional TV show. I'm going to put the latest video on my catch-up list there. That helps me get or keep caught up with creators. It's just a fun name for that playlist. And then shorts on the channel have gotten into 2,000 views, 2,200, and then live streams over here as well. So we get to hear Michael Harper and their take on a lot of WWE. And then when I look at his other channel, Michael W. Harper, we see that this creator is going to bring us more DVD reviews really on this channel more than anything else. A few different things. They did some thrifty shopping a couple months ago. Shorts over here give us a chance to see the creator getting into almost 800 views, went over 1,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. They've done these in the past. And then what we're going to do is take that break that I mentioned for 3.5 minutes. So thank you again, Michael Harper. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Of course, they've dropped super chats like that a million times before. Great that we got a chance to see your friend Eddie Garraza, and then Henry Leslie Vermont. Good to see you in the house. Fairbrick Studios back with us. And let's go 3.5 minutes, and we'll come right back. All right, we're just about back, and we're going to look at the Groves Bargain Emporium Steph and her husband's channel, Mr. Steph, that you see in a lot of the thumbnails and things like that lately. I did clear out the wheel pretty aggressively again, so if any of our members or moderators are still listening that may not be on the wheel right this second, I'll get you added. Otherwise, we'll get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next half hour. And Greenland Quilter Katie should be starting her live stream any moment. We'll go over there and raid after. And then when we look at the Groves Bargain Emporium Steph, she's got a few videos to get the channel started with here and some shorts to go along with that, including some outdoor footage. But we see these have gotten into 1,200 views and 1,300. The magic on this channel really happens in the live streams. And there's Mr. Steph and the Groves Bargain Emporium Steph together. And basically what they do here is live auction style sales. And these can go on for a couple of hours where they're going to put items on the screen. Everybody can bid live in the chat, and then they work out shipping and things like that. But, you know, Steph's an enthusiastic creator. You'll catch that as soon as you catch her on screen. Mr. Steph is in there as well. More and more over the last many months also. And then they often collaborate with other creators as well for these auction style sales, which is really cool. There are influencers like Gary V, who talk about the idea that this kind of format is likely going to do very well in the next 5 years or so as it continues to pick up when we have things like YouTube shopping, TikTok shopping, and platforms like Whatnot that have come out and everything else. So let me just look for Mr. Steph as well. And this is a second channel that they've got set up. Mr. Steph 101 is the handle, and 168 subscribers, so they're working on 200 already, which is great to know. They've started the channel with some shorts, and then I'm just going to look at the most popular ones to see 1,300 on several of the most popular shorts, and an enthusiastic furry friend in some of these as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Groves Bargain Emporium, both Steph and Mr. Steph. And they have been over the top generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for as long as I can remember. Thank you for the super chat again. They dropped another one. Michael Harper did that right before as well. And I certainly do appreciate the extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, always, but very much appreciated. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then if foraging and urban farming still in the house, just please let me know as well. Dilo Flow Show is up on the screen. This creator was introduced to us from Big Dude not too long ago, a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've got a brand new video from yesterday. They've actually been putting videos out daily, so I'm going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my ketchup list. That's an interesting combination they've got going on here. Hamburger helper along with Brussels sprouts, so I know a lot of people will find that to be an interesting combination, but hopefully everybody will connect with Dilo Flow Show. They're bringing us stories, some music, other creations, and exploring, and looks like some cooking videos along the way, a lot of DVD reviews also. So hopefully everybody will connect and push them towards the 600 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. I'll spin the wheel and we'll keep things going. We'll get to as many channels in the next 20 minutes or so as possible, and we know, like I said, that Greenland Quilter Katie is starting soon, if not already, and we'll go over there and raid after. And then Butler Family Farm post videos frequently. I just watched another one today. They live stream every Monday as well. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading style content. They bring us all around the farm. They take us out to look at the livestock, where they get the livestock, how they look after the livestock, and they got plenty on here. They got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, cats, dogs, bees, koi, rabbits, and more, if you can believe it. And Butler Family Farm, Jerry and Susan share the camera work over here, and they bring us into their home. They do some cooking, they do some canning, they do product reviews. Jerry does remarkable woodworking in a wood shop as well. They show us all that it takes to look after the land. They make their own tools when they need to. They collaborate with other farmers and other YouTubers frequently. And they've got shorts here into 12,000 views, one at 55,000, which is great to see. And then live streams, like I said, they're on every Monday, and that's at 6:45 Eastern. But that's on schedule. They've been doing that for as long as I can remember. It's literally going on years. I think they've been married 41 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? We learned that recently. And hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. Now, Jerry let us know about a year and a half ago he's been using the YouTube promotion system. Now, I talked about this kind of thing before, because when we think about the idea of growing our channels, we have to decide what we want. Goals on YouTube can be very different. So if you want high subscriber counts, that's one thing. If you want view counts, that's another thing. If you want revenue, that's a completely separate thing. They are not connected. I promise you that it is very possible for a channel with barely over 5,000 subscribers to be making more than a channel with over 50,000 and beyond that. It's absolutely true, and I've been able to run and touch many different channels, not just my own, so I know this and just want to put a lot of focus on it. But Jerry offers to share information for anybody that does want to think about the idea of the promotion system. I will not be using it. I will not be recommending it, but I know that lots of creators have had different feelings about it, and some are happy with it, so that's great to know. And hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. And Jerry and Susan have been with us for at least 4 years now. I think it's much longer than that. Incredibly over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Everyone's BFF, Butler Family Farm. Absolutely true. Scratch and Pete PA. And then we're going to look at what this fellow Canadian's doing right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Okay, I'm going to put another couple of channels on the wheel now. Hadgeways is going on, Henry Leslie Vermont is going on, and a brand new channel, The Medical Detectorist, is going on to the wheel right now. And I'll race through as many channels as I can. And then, yeah, Henry Leslie Vermont, Hype is only available on a phone. But I might have turned it off. I think I turned off the ability on Superchat because I don't want anybody to hype these live streams. I would rather everybody hype for other creators. And that's not just me being generous, saying, no, please give it to other people. That's a part of it. But it won't help the Superchat live streams nearly as much, by a landslide, by orders of magnitude, as much as it will help other creators, because lots of people have videos that have a chance of getting on the leaderboards and getting more views and exposure. But in Superchat, as ridiculous as it might sound, we're not interested in getting as many people as possible and as many views as possible. We're interested in giving value to the right people that match our mindset as YouTube channel owners. So I know it sounds like all philosophical or whatever you want to call it, but it absolutely is true. So in the case of Hype, you know, I still appreciate the share. Shares are important. I appreciate the thumbs up. Those are important as well. But when it comes to the idea of Hype, I'd rather everybody use it for other creators. And yeah, Pete, I try to hype all the time. Actually, we have time today, so let me see if I can get the thing open, and I'll show you how to do it, what we're talking about. So I'm going to open my iPhone, And this is going to show you in a second. You just use this now like a computer, right? I use the mouse like as if I would tap and drag stuff and everything. On my personal account over here, because I can't hype with the Superchat account, which is a weird thing, but it's another caveat to having these brand accounts that they forced on us a while ago. Forgive me while I whine and complain. But let's look for Scratchin' Pete PA. And what we're going to see is his latest video. So he's got a premiere coming up, but I'm going to click on this video right here. I'm just going to pause it, not play it right now. I'll give him his thumbs up. I haven't seen this one yet, I guess. We'll find that out in another second here. I thought that, oh, because it's on the other account. That's why it's on my personal account. I watched this morning for the second time. I'm going to put the hype button right here. You got two opportunities, because there's one here that says hype this video. Give 1900 points to your favorite creator. You notice, for those of you who caught the other stream a few days ago, I did this as well. And I hyped a video for a creator that had, I forget if it was 100,000 subscribers or something like that. I don't remember if it was a promoted channel or what it was. But it only gave me the chance to give them 190 points or something like that. So what YouTube's trying to do, if I understand it right, is level the playing field. Channels with smaller sub counts get more points, and channels closer to 100,000 get less points. Right? And that's what they're trying to say is the idea, is to give everybody a chance. But either way, we're happy to have it. So I can click the hype button here, or I can click this little hype button here. Gives me the chance. I get to change my mind or go ahead and hype. So I'm going to go and hype that right now. Now he's got 380 or 3,800 points. Somebody else must have hyped it as well. So if anybody has the chance to hype these videos, I hope that everybody will go on to Pete's channel, grab this video, and start hyping it right away, because then we have a chance to actually like work together to get each other's videos up the list. But again, you know, I'll always appreciate it on videos if I manage to ever put some out on Superchat or on my personal channel and things like that. But Superchat live streams, I don't really want anybody to use it for that, because it's better suited for everybody else's videos, especially in that case. What Scratchin' PPA is doing on his channel is putting scratch lottery tickets against each other. Every week he picks two. We get to vote on what we want to see in the next video, and we can follow him on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook to make sure that we get our chance to vote. A lesson there in building interactivity into our video series through the other social networks, if that makes sense. And then Vintage Style by Joe, I've got you on the wheel too. And then Scratchin' Pete PA is a fellow Canadian. Like I said, he's working on 2,700 subscribers. He premieres every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And if you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Superchat family. Faster than what we got going on here, faster than just about any other. And if you are able to see that, you're going to see it's very fast paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. This creator as well has got presentation at the forefront of their mind. They always have. Their video editing skills have been complimented ever since their very first video almost 6 years ago. Their banner's updated every single week, if you can imagine. Their bright, beautiful avatar matches content in the thumbnails with a hint about giveaways that happen in their video series. And even this year, they stepped up the production in their videos, which were already complimented constantly. And now, you won't believe. Even I'm kind of amazed watching every week the different videos, the different animations, the different gameplay. Because scratch tickets they don't all have different gameplay, but you know what I mean? They don't all have the same gameplay. They work differently. So he's got to change his videos based on how the tickets work. You can imagine. You'll see when you watch the videos how much work goes into that. Then shorts on the channel. This creator took a trip to Italy a couple of years ago and brought us some vlogging style short videos, as well as some Italian lottery tickets. And then he returned to Italy this year and brought us an entire series of short videos featuring more Italian lottery tickets. He did his first live stream a couple years ago as well, and I've been lucky enough to have caught that while it was on. And we're hoping for more, but more so we're excited that this creator's expanded the content on his channel. And then I've got the notification bell on for the premiere he's got coming up on Tuesday. And then Just a Cat, we get 3 hypes per week, and you can only hype videos that are 7 days old or less. So we have to think about how we want to use them. I would like to think I use them every week, but I know that sometimes I don't. It depends on, I try to save it so I can do it when we're here in Superchat, and then sometimes I do 3 in a row, but it depends on whether I have the time and put 3 channels on the screen or not. So yeah, like Jesse's gonna drop a couple videos tomorrow. That's a great example. I'm not sure about Vintage Style by Joe, if she has a schedule for her videos. I feel like I should know after all this time. I know she does live streams on Fridays, but Vintage Style by Joe's putting up videos all the time. Kristen Welton puts up videos right now once or twice a month, but the intention is to get back to a weekly schedule. And then I've got a lot of content for my personal channel. I just have to find time to edit it all, and I'll put out a bunch of not so great videos for the next couple months, and then hopefully that will motivate me to get back into making better videos in the coming months. So we'll see. But that is a good idea. Yeah, Tim Mitchell. And then what I can try to plan for, we're on Saturday now, so we'll actually be on again on Tuesday. So Pete's going to have an upcoming video. Jesse's got a couple tomorrow. Michael's on every day. Cooking with the Munchie Mafia officials going live tomorrow. There's lots of content coming up. And then on Tuesday, when we do our Tuber Chat live stream, Pete will have a brand new video. So I'll try to make a point. I'm sure I'll remember, but anybody here can remind me. If you don't hear me mentioning hype at the beginning of Tuesday's live stream and you're lucky enough to, or I'm lucky enough to have you catch it, we'll be on at 5 p.m. Eastern. We can plan right now that I'll hype 3 videos as soon as we get onto the live stream, and we'll make sure that everybody hammers Pete's next video. But yeah, everybody gets 3 of these every week, and you can hype videos that are 7 days old or less. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Okay, I'm going to try to race through channels now. Forgive me, I got a headache, and I usually don't get them. And my gosh, is this thing just creeping up on me and driving me bananas. I took some Advil when I walked away from the last break, but I'm gonna try to race through the next few channels. I should drop the link for Greenland Quilter Katie. Her live stream's already running. I'm gonna try not to scream at the camera anymore because that'll probably help also. But she'll be happy to have a raid from us, I'm sure. Greenland Quilter Katie's an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And she's got a raid parade planned, so they're going into a couple other channels after. And then Henry, I'll be over there as well. I'll come in there after Tuber Chat. Henry Leslie Vermont, this is a creator who's out supporting people all the time. I run into them regularly, almost daily, supporting others. They've been with us for many years, and they've said on their About section, they bring us Vermont wildlife, and then gardens, other miscellaneous content. I've seen more trail cam footage from this creator than anything else. I'm going to put their latest video into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them or get caught up with them. I can see I'm behind with videos. They post frequently, as you can see, and then shorts on the channel as well. These have really started to move. 4,600, 4,900, 6,500, and I bet that smoker is popular with a lot of people as well, because in our climate it's time for that. And then they've got that winter weather. We somewhat share a bit of weather, not quite, but close to it, right? And then snow for a lot of people means a lot of views, which is great to know. So hopefully everybody will connect with Henry Leslie Vermont, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, working on 700 subscribers, which is great to see. They've been with us for years. Henry Leslie Vermont's been with us. It has to be 4 years. I could be wrong always, but has to be 4 years, maybe longer. Vintage Style by Joe is another creator that I like talking about. She brings vibrant, colorful, handmade and homemade ideas to her channel. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Okay, I've got Sarah Presswood on the wheel as well, and Vintage Style by Joe is up here right now. I was taken away with this channel a while back. I'm going to see if I can scroll quickly, so forgive me while I whip through the screen here. I wonder if I started watching her videos. It says 1 year, but it could be closer to 2 years by now. And this one, I remember this one very clearly. This is where she takes a simple, I say garbage bin. I forget the right term for that. Not a trash bin. I forget what you call this when it's like just in your house. But she says no more garbage bags. But something where, you know, a simple thing from Walmart or Amazon or anywhere else, dollar store probably, can be turned into a vibrant, colorful thing. This video I just happened to remember because I was just getting to know what she's doing on the channel. So she does quilting as well. She makes lots of handmade and homemade things. We've seen a few pillows from her. We've seen gift bags and tote bags and curtains, which are amazing. She really tries to get the jump on some of the upcoming seasons too, like fall or Christmas. She gets on those a couple of months ahead of time, which is great to see. And then she'll do some hauls. I came to learn recently that she gets a lot of her scraps of materials and fabrics from other influencers or creators or things like that. And then she's got another video here. Log cabin quilt block tote bag. So we'll see what this is. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list for today. This creator drops at least a video a week and a live stream every Friday at 9:45 Eastern, I think it is, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think I've got some of these speeches down, but I make as many mistakes as anybody. And then those are hard for me to catch. He's right smack in my workday. Usually my workday starts to fall apart like in the later mornings, but almost always by 8, 9, 10 a.m. I'm somewhere working. And then only if I'm doing multiple things a day, I'm out and able to catch people. That's why I miss a lot of Scratch and PPA's premieres as well. This creator has gotten shorts into 2,600, 4,100 views. And look at this. She's long past her 3,000 subscribers, which is a very telling marker. I've been saying this for years. But when a channel gets to 3,000, I believe that creator can have, when it's organic, when it's 100% organically, 3,000 subscribers, I believe these creators can have 10,000 if they want to, 100,000 probably eventually if they want to, and then even beyond. And the only reason why I say probably is because it can take years to get hundreds of thousands of subscribers and things like that. We don't know what the world's going to look like, 3 years from now or 5 years from now or anything like that. The last 3 or 5 years have showed us that. But certainly possible, because these are creators who've seen enough and been through enough that they've got momentum on their channels, let's just say, and they've likely improved all the things they expect to, if that makes sense, or a lot of them. The master of all movies, Presswood DVD collector, Sarah Presswood in the chat. We're going to talk about her right now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then for anybody here at all, this goes for everyone, if I mispronounce your channel name, if there's something I say about your channel regularly that's incorrect, or if there's something that I miss that you want me to know, by all means, anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. I always want to promote everybody's channel the way they want it promoted. I have no feeling about whether I say a certain thing or another. I just want everybody to get what they want out of YouTube. So the most authentic but descriptive speech that I can give about every channel is the best idea. I miss things all the time. It doesn't matter how many videos we watch. We can watch 10 videos, 20 videos on a channel, but when they've got 200, we know that we're not going to catch every single thing they do. Master of all movies, Sarah Presswood in the chat. This creator is going to share her DVD and Blu-ray collection with us, and she posts fairly frequently. She's here with us for just about every stream, and I know she's out supporting other creators all the time as well. The Master of All Movies Presswood DVD collector is getting close to, or at least halfway on the road or somewhere thereabouts, to 1,200 subscribers, which is great to know. We'd love to push her a little bit farther. And shorts on this channel feature a little bit more variety and content, but they've gotten into 2,200, 2,400, 6,900, and I've been lucky enough to catch Sarah for a few live streams as well. And this creator does a great job of keeping up with the chat while she goes through the new DVDs and Blu-rays and things that she gets regularly, and then shows us a lot of classics. A lot of personal favorites are in there as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sarah Presswood, an enthusiastic creator who is out working on her channel every single day. And then Fuzzy Adventures is coming up. They've actually got a couple channels for us to look at. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So once, we've still got a few channels to go through here. I'll get through them as quickly as I can. But I dropped a link again for Greenland Quilter Katie. So she's live right now, and then there's another couple of live streams after that. Plenty of content, obviously. Saturday night's going to be a monstrous night for everybody. But these are a couple things I'm going to make sure I catch. I'll be over there with Greenland Quilter Katie after we're done with Tuber Chat. So I'll see everybody over there. But anybody can hop over anytime. And then we'll go through these channels right now. Fuzzy Adventures and More is one of two different channels. This creator brings us a lot of furry friends. They bring us some outdoor footage, occasional shopping trips as well. They've gotten into 1,000 views, 1,500 views on some of the shorts over here. Live streams they've experimented with. And when I get to their other channel, some of you recognize New Times, New Beginnings. And they've changed these up a couple of times, but here's where they bring us some more outdoor footage. And this creator's gotten into, they post videos occasionally here. They've gotten into 2,000, 2,800 views on a couple of these shorts, which is great to see. And they've done more live streams over here up to a few weeks ago. Lots of experiments, but we expect to see more from this creator. And working on 1,700 subscribers with this other channel, which is great to see. And then let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. The Medical Detectorist is up here right now. A brand new channel. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video, I'm going to put that into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on as well, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here every 3 days or so. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Hadgeways is here. This creator is bringing us a lot of travel-based videos. Some of these are quite lengthy. I've been lucky to catch this creator for several live streams, but they take us to really interesting places, and they really do a thorough job of describing the areas that they're visiting. So they got plenty of videos for us to catch up with, but then they've also got shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 1,400, 1,800 views on a couple of them. The live streams, like I said, I've been able to catch several of these. I guess they've been doing live streams. Oh, why do they say a year ago? Why do I feel like I just caught you? Maybe they deleted a couple of live streams or something like that, because it hasn't been a year. I thought I just caught you for a live stream like a month ago. I could be wrong. This creator, though, 4K walking tours and UK real estate guides is basically what they expect to bring us, but you can read more on their About section. And they're working on 3,400 subscribers, which is great to see. So forgive me for that. Hadgeways, am I not mistaken? Did you wipe out a few live streams or make them private or something? I'm just curious to know. I feel like, you know, sometimes you insist you're right about something, but you know you're wrong, and then it makes you think you're going crazy or something. And that Canadian family life from New Brunswick, Tiffany, brings us a family channel. Oh, yeah, something's up there, Hadgeways, or I would click something wrong, I guess. Canadian Family Life. Tiffany's the creator behind the channel. A true family channel. The whole family gets involved in the channel here. And they bring us all sorts of different things. They bring us food bank grocery hauls, cooking videos, baking videos, challenges between family members, crafting, creating, vlogging, product reviews, sponsored videos. I'm just going to take the latest food bank grocery haul. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about. And then they've got shorts on the channel as well. These have now gotten into 3,100, 5,600, 15,000 from New Brunswick here, and then live streams on the channel as well. We just celebrated Bella's birthday a few days ago, and Canadian Family Life tends to do a live stream every month or two, and then Canadian Family Life as well. Chris's Creation Fun is a channel that we recognize. That's Tiffany's husband, Chris. They're really focused on this channel right here. He actually did one of the videos that I enjoyed the other day, talking about how they use a NAS system in their home. Really cool place that you've got to put that, actually, where it's out of the way with the router and everything. And central to the house, he said, as well. We all know what it's like when we struggle with internet signals. So hopefully everybody will connect with Canadian Family Life. Tiffany's been a beloved and dedicated moderator here for as long as I can remember. This is one of the fastest growing channels we have seen in the Superchat family. She got to her first 3,000 subscribers in barely over a year, and that was a while ago. So she's been with us for, I think I said we're on 3 years now, right? Am I right about that, Canadian Family Life, or did I lose track again? Tracy's Local Learnings is coming up. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment. I hope everybody will connect with our moderators. They all have different channels. They all do different things, but you will meet more friends and family members on their channels when you visit them for premieres and live streams. I would not be able to do these live streams the way they are if it wasn't for their help. I know it seems like I make this look easy, but it's because they care so deeply. We keep each other informed, and they help with a lot of things I otherwise would be missing. You see how much goes on in the chat that I miss and things like that. So hopefully everybody will connect with them, and we'll see everybody at Greenland Quilter Katie's in a few minutes here, and then we're back in 3 days. Tracy's Local Learnings is up on the screen right now. Hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. When we look at the About section, they give us quite a bit of information about what to expect here. Their passions are gardening, medicinals, preparedness, and life itself. So when we talk about prepping, we got lots of friends that are helping us with that. I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Grabbing the second latest one because it's longer than the first, right? We're always looking for videos that are 3 minutes or longer when we're connecting. And then shorts on this channel as well. These have gotten into 1,000 views on a couple of them, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. And this creator's been live just about every week for the last little while. So we'll look forward to more of those. And like I said, we got notification bells on for every single channel. So thanks again, everyone. Let's make a quick exit, and I'll see you with Greenland Quilter Katie. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.